94.7 Asempa FM Ekosii Sen Reno Aso. Yera munyina ase ema munyina akwa babio 18 minutes after 2. Media say bonsu from Yobi Yatna si non sianefa and adwumedie eba ewieye. We're still in the holiday mood, celebrating our Lord and Master Jesus Christ. Christmas season is here. Munim say ene 27th day of December 2019. Enra menim baby akoko pie adofo a woni won ehia e ba me gidi se bibia ekoyi enra and afi enra 25th and 26th Christmas no so far has been good. Yada mu nyina ase se mokoso a etie yen afi mu nyina ye ne mu na edi dwumadie nyame enhiramo. The show is what it is today because of your listenership and the fact say utie every day. Jumedi di ewaha. And on behalf of the production team, Dominic Isiaboa, Nana Chumberema, Nana Kwadade Yurenchi Jackson in Tiamoa, and Erica Paribi Brief and DJ Yayo, and Afe Queen Star Japan. On my own behalf and then on behalf of my Hine Kwabna Sante, Yada Nasa Stronko and Mamo. Say Makosoni Edijume Afimu Nara, and we are hoping said the year 2020 no would be better. Medicaka Hamesan Timu say Adom, the award we won, the CIMG radio program of the year, no at the responsibility abeto so especially going into 2020. And we promise would live up to expectation and make sure would shape and influence the national discourse in a profitable way. Said about a home bamfa swama yen anywho any of my yen on my Ghana. And on that note, Yamamunya Aquaba, any special edition of our show. Yedikadi atu him last Tuesday say enne yebeshe a review of the year 2019 as say and year 2017 year enche would enter 2020. It would want to review the year 2019, but your focus no ebe on appointees of government amene usika yeditua wonka. Of course, omonso tua taxes ni be sometimes you cannot say taxpayers money so mu tua tax. They also pay taxes. But any na ye taxes ni gbomu wi a ye mfa bi ntua meka ye de bi tua ubika. And Safo no I was here modern bo monso airbo in their various ministries, departments and agencies. Na ye share some mene wo ekabom na ye hu wana wo bo ho modern ye bo wana baso e hye won kran se omonye omonso anyoman hye da nkoye no ne yaka amoma hu se da bi enkoye into they have to really set up it. That's the focus of our discussions, and then we would want to go through a list of who the top performing ministers are. The worst performing ministers. Yabeshe the top performing deputy ministers. The top performing deputy ministers. We are near about departments and agencies. Of course, state agencies, one CEOs, director generals, or more eba won homodin, and your monswa nioma enkwe. We know some of the names, some of the analysis might sound controversial, but based on the IA matrix I war and the year share the rank. And I'll be taking you through all the benchmarks I share at the SR ranking way. But please join us. Say Facebook ubetmashe on Facebook Live. Oko Facebook, I just search for Asempa 94.7 FM on Facebook. Start by liking our page. Now share live streaming and make sure you share the streaming. Now unuya being so into me and share that's on Facebook. And post your comments as well. I would share your thought with the rest of the world. Or Twitter, you can follow our live tweet. Your handle here at Asempa 947 at Asempa 947. Me, my personal handle at Philip Bonsu. Or Instagram, so Asempa 94.7 FM on Instagram. Your WhatsApp line very, very, very active. For our messages, 0546 382 287 0546 382 287. This show is live around the world on the World Wide Web. myjoyonline.com and adomonline.com. Ubetmeti media live or in the channel so MIA. It's Ghana's biggest a political, social, current affairs platform. The award-winning Ekosii Sen is airborne. So please tell a friend to tell a friend. Me need your say bonso. Or my Hine Kwabna Santi atnase. Sounds na yenya hoho kese pa ukọ adomonline.com. Editor or Dano leading Eddie Joshua Tigo. Joshua Atnase, for the purposes of any discussions I hereby have, and on only a political watcher, he's been a keen follower of the political space in Ghana. Into the Ekosii Sen ebehwe e dia break based on yen nyina na yetna say go through the list e share your mo ebo homode your mo anoma enkoye and we'll tell you what we know. Oman hene kwabena asante akwa aba na te saying
nyame adom nyame so nhyirawo
amen
nano da short notice oba bia Mishum Christo, Apostolic Empowerment Ministry.
Yes.
Na Namia Dome also no. Oma Ebibason yeso. In fact, me know na had but I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know. Na abomeso, na atomeso. Ochre the other side of Philip Osebos. Na Nyamin Shirao. In fact, one of my biggest wish for 2020 emao they say enimunyam sonko ode ama otiti wo na asem kan na asem nchirechire mu no ene fapim ode ahye wase no obetimi di wakodum pempen so a nipa nyina na nka omo susu senka bibi pentimi free Nazareth emba no nipa be won say Jesus continues to be the reason intia yenu binum so
Asempa FM.
And on behalf of Apostolic Empowerment Ministry, assuring paying for any assuring men Esimo appear. Me sure say you may na fi so of paying wisdom seminar.
Wisdom summit.
Summit.
Yeah.
Onyanya kasa for no kura. De nyamitimi ye no. Say ye fro. Yankasa intelligence summit. You say wisdom summit. It tells you say Nyame page we free intelligence wisdom, and that's where mighty things about in terms of revelations. The Christo man ne bambo ne nkatamu nya kese wo so na koso dom nipa impact ura ya sorry dem also the to wa come so say impacting generations. Now I say no we the Pentecost for the any business yes most of the possessing nations yes yeah the subset of momodi okay it yes here say mo nkrabata do ba bia
yes so
na madda multimedia jumeko no so madda obi bia se menyi otwe menyi adoa the meka titu ye era santoka oni abaye a wonderful job nyame ayi na dom na yema a 5-year mandate now to be 3-year achieve the SSC in 5 years and nko on its own nko no okase pia enye yebi the imagina bedwam ni Ekosii Sen team na ka che ne say there's too much of a room in fact a bigger room for improvement baby ordinary actually be say any krumo say Ghana how esan yonkofa na adwumaden ene odoso nko da the chair tenfold and konoso baby bia onambia and 2020 I'm expecting a firmer, stronger, bold, truthful, honest multimedia group. And no so nkoso na mother ayonkofa sonko eda eba production to production and team to team eda nyina yentem if I remember Ekosii Sen to arise above all challenges etimi abedu sam pempen so we the mercies and grace ni sinchaya the focus, teamwork, hard work, determination, research at the end abedusa and pempen so inclusive is bedroom and so ni nyina na yesi Ebenezer baby anyamede yen abeduni and most importantly one so a ehun se yanka yensem fatan so still omo bebo omudwade omudi hu dawuru e wo yakasa fidi ahodo nyina so Joy FM, Adom FM, Inshra Love FM, Asempa FM, FM, all our networks. It's a very competitive market. It is nyame ya wadom na unya client na clients intimi no ko ebini atna more than 12 10 5 6 years
of course
enti ebeko so asre nyame ahoden so nkwato omodwuma no so ene omuni padua na nkasa because one of the things that Mediri say Medira 2020 is a conscious decision to stay and remain healthy. So what you say say o nkwa na apomu ye dene e wo mu a de opese wo ye bia no is achievable. Into almost mesra to almost say radin to almost shame adwuma mo ye na onko soma yeso de ye mom enye ni so na sa yonkofa no ene ye red card 2020 we de be pija omuso omodwuma no emumbie yi na new year ni omunyina ahia yetimi edinkita ho yi na fe asofo ahodo nyina ne chief imam ahodo nyina ne traditional rulers ahodo nyina omuso various ways and means omudi agina ye spiritually akanchi akachire Kristo Messiah se na dehye ne wo ha enti onfa ne nyunu ne bambo sonko ntoyeso we cannot run away from that
of course
enti ye da ona sia
omuri wo say ye bodin
ye wona ya ensa ebitima bo ebinum din ko mo doso ebinum din
and I think special mention Apostle Selassie are there apostolic empowerment ministry
exactly
so penny yeda asenya Michelle for all the support ye beba prophet Krampa
prophet
Krampa prophet Utie yenso prophet asori ne cry is it fire life do me wey o me ya sorry no ed prophet Krampa Utie ya yeda ase me ba me ama sorry mu a
Church of Pentecost
chairman of the Church of Pentecost Apostle Eric Nyameche yeda na say general secretary odi ni birthday and no Tuesday, right? It was on Tuesday. The Apostle Alexander Nanayao Kumila B and a Miami Sofo into Uber PIWC dan someone resident pastor oye brutal oye too much say basse in church a vampire and the entire presbytery team Danson and PIW presiding elder Tony Ban pastor who akese and ye the umunyina se
in fact asofo ahodo nyina won ba asofo kuma and ye share asofo nche kwame na aidan sofo bia na watwa ponk no a regular sofo and very helpful to the multimedia group yes prophet Amakwata correct
Amakwata and Hackman.
Yeah, those are solid.
Bishop.
Bishop Susan. Anna, Ekosii Sen, so Ofuriata. Yeah. In fact, the Ekasi, but them Kasi, yes, the temptation to just keep mentioning it now. I go fast for. It's a dominant as chief imam, the imams are holding a large for holding a domestic. Various traditional rulers. One of said domase wakwanso kusukra say ono ne potem edan sukra yamano ambassador to make sure say ye de be hwe sudua nti ono so ebeda na so kwanso kusukra na ne krakrakra no
Asempa FM
yada political parties major ones no yada wona eni omudi ano baba eni ekuni nyina yada wona say if you say this journey of radio, TV, and politicians, enye ejumaketwa. Ye nyina ekura eniswade hunu baako ne botae baako to ensure that oman bia yen central for ne de obofo ne ye na ya amanyo se mapie su no. Ye behwe so oman ni puntuo ne kanko ene nipa fa ahodie ebeye adwuma ti botae ne baako pe nemo adwento atwa no na ya na ekonso entiase enya adwuma in the midst of metiase mentiase watia me na so ntia me na so wakase tia me mfa ho mechiro we powerless nyina no ye nyina ya timia kansie ni kakra amoman Ghana abedusa eye empempenso.
I think they deserve special mention.
Inti all the political parties especially the NDC, which is the largest opposition party. And then the current administration, the ruling MPP. The one so kwansunkusu. And now, Intimi Ghana Journalists Association is soon free. They might have their challenges, but no krenye wana akasheno edi abidum pempenso bia ahotoso eni daso eni sompa ashase eda ne ho adi eni ebuo ni eni di ashase eda ne ho adi e de obone central adwumanim. Special mention will also be made of era for money, era kokubako, era Kwesi Pratt, era Benepsin, era Kwame Sifakan, in painful adakabremo Mwambruni be Bernard Avley, Richard Sky, Captain Smart, Efia Pukuya, Oshe news anchors, various ones, backroom staff, so various online for a war. Almost Juma so any Adom online, My Joy online, City online, Peace online, Ghana Web, all these people together. The whole year, you can see a crowding, a demning can be by home, but we have managed. So what I say, Abedusa a year and Pempenso we are. Ye better Nyamiase ewo a year baby or the Abedu. Inti engineer for you so of teacher multimedia engineers and all other engineers in sure Juma.
Well, they make things happen.
Of course. Yes, engineer for you don't say but for their feature ka stations bibiri enye juma na yada NCA for so ase for tough relationship within the year. There were a lot of discords, but you know when the law is some way somehow working, but we believe in the rule of law. But sometimes tempering justice with mercy, so and those options no on them. NCA for through Ministry of Communication, they've had tough times with the media, but in the midst of this toughness, both parties are managing situation. My only prayer is that our own Radio Gold and our NCA for any Ministry of Communication,
Radio XYZ,
and Radio XYZ,
and all other radio because Minim Takra, the Paragon FM is off. I think there are 2 or 3 radio stations in Takra now off.
All other radio stations are more off now. Compliance to the law is needed so that we can have a conversation. Mre more deni mre ye basa basa de mra tiny chinwa de eba kwanya ye faswa ye tutu sa nneoma na me che say ye omanya ye tie ho ase a ye ntan obi ni nyi obi mfiri nhihye bim nti enkamfua no ye beda twedi ampo ase e won pempen so de ye abedu
o ma hene kwabena sante ne ten nka Ekosii Sen so ha ya Asempa FM Joshua Tigo mama ma wakwa ba bibia bokọ de
obi nyamena Adom na so ho ye
Adom online mujina mo nan so
on si o ma ya kasa bibiri na ne ye wo ho ne se ye beda nyame ase ye share afinance no na yenim se nyame de yen ba beduru ba bia ye we enti me gina me nuanom a mo Adom online and nine what ahyanyankopon enumonyam adana se at least what the yen eduru ba bia pepeso aye dui enti all in all no meka se ekoyi na oman kasem bi na oman se ebia na wonim me no na obi and nano adana na mi won me office na of Asam de ni bre me say yanya new host na new host was say metimi ye bibi kakra na edi boni ho daro me hu no for the first time na he looked to me obia he comes across as unassuming but odi ntimi catch of Asam so ma nya ni profile nti o mani send profile na ma mi na mi call profile no ma na me hu say no say na nipa na yedina breme no onye npaketu asa na one thing struck me ni profile no at the tail end of it and I say somewhere at the beginning and I'm not too sure about it for now but I remember the catchphrase and or say or your product of grace na say if you doubt say or your product of grace you should look at how far or the Asempa Ekosii Sen abedu and somebody who has been privileged to have produced him a few times on Miami morning show just on someone I see Nyama Otimi any baby anyame di na bedu at least in the first 1.5 or less years no what the show na do pempeso bi ana nka yenim se obetimi ayese adwuma nti meda na se na mada oman hini kobna santin so ase wa ye nyama ma somebody be on betra ha kra ntimi nka say we share nipa na se wunim obi now you only see the person from afar wunim nipa ne I can force say wunim obi a friend akwa bi but America kra me ben no any niema a waye integrity awada na di the openness with which he approaches issues, the free-heartedness. I mean, unya sanimano on many occasions, and those are the values are missing from a lot of young people. And to say we nyamia wa dum na ko share obi na se nipa no still nipa no krasa values na see utimi ema amanfo hu say we still have those values around. So yes. And then my basho, no, so I think it's my first time on Ekosii Sen. And people should know, say, for me to be on this show, no, a lot is going to happen.
A lot is happening. And Joshua Tigo, editor wa adomonline.com. So we call Adom Online every day. Now the changes, the new things on adomonline.com. The quality of the stories, the attention to detail, and the wa adomonline.com. You should know the man behind our success, no, Joshua Tigo. And wababeka yehu. I mean, run it through. Yeah, sponsors list we quickly. Na mu boy me de Ekosii Sen FPAC tablet. In the that one see a fee more FPAC tablets. If we amponsa if pharmaceuticals, you better wanna see papa. Obapa product and so the Africa Queen mackerel, Obapa sardine, Obapa tomato paste aba. Tabia herbal mixture, malaria drew wenumu a drew was a no more enono. Yawo Sasem Pharmaceuticals, also the freshman, fresh lady, fresh cool capsules aba. Yawo Bills Ghana Limited, one akofa tracks about over 100 tracks aba. Say and the brabeji nefaye juma work and pay. We are driving in our license in Kwadia Kojibi nefaye juma ni trian and meka on one send be briacho. Yawo Agbeve Herbal, EcoBank Ghana, the Pan African Bank. Bell Malt, also by Bronya, the Bell Malt,
Ekosii Sen on Asempa
Mark
FM.
Real Estate, so says, 90,000 Ghana cedis on Mema dying ato. Your cocoa dairy free coconut milk, 100% plant milk. The papa. Open so free fee kwa bontin baby kwatinasi didima on Joa. Las Palmas Food Center. Giddy Power Mixture, if we Gilly Gold Pharmaceuticals, or Monzo Boying, Awake Mineral Water for Casapreco Company Limited, and a Yara Ghana, fertilizer Papa Penny in our mo. And a Shannon son, and my Ekosii Sen sonny, I Asempa 94. Oh, DJ Awana
also chow.
Awana new.
I see a show now on your mind.
Awana Martin. Hey, Awana. Oh, Awana, you too much. Awana to me about Obi. And your mammy boy, so what you have. Awana,
if you are still by I never come from Niagara, say we be so seed. I want a brabo.
He understands.
Seed sowing on
Niagara. Of course, I think it's good. It's really
well, your mom, quickly.
Briefly, I'm sorry, I buy a main.
Remember, Chief Bane say, hey, elder. So my message didn't touch you at all.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa
FM.
Anna Jet Morgan so Bronx, New York.
Okay.
Nini muno yenka unu se nipa binim so 8 years. They've been very loyal to us.
Of course.
And ye kasa na eja hono tu mu. Eji ore final sacrifice yinchida. Until wadaroma enuanom titru wona e wa ma no Ghana for de edamose a ensa. Na titru wona e wa ma na say so show more time schedules now. Australia, Germany cried very well. America and all those things.
United Kingdom,
Taiwan, notable amongst them Jet, the Soso, Ato, Gaiji,
Kofi Tonto,
Baba Felix,
Kofi Ameyao,
exactly.
UK and announce before.
O'Neill and
Ponsa Amsterdam.
Honestly.
Because the last time you cast a man from fast stations, Umuti Ekosii Sen was some rare. You can't over 123 radio stations. 1, 2, 3. And the Nippon Dorso from USA to United Kingdom to Paris to maybe Ghana has over a dozen radio stations, some more affiliate stations, some of Ekosii Sen, including Jenyame FM, Ewo Kumase, ABC Radio, Ewo Tamale, Asera FM, Ewo Takra, Storm FM, Ewo Sunyane, Yadamunyana Ase, Jape Chrome for Muamuo, Akomadan, Muamuo Brekum, Muamuo Boase, Amutien, Ejura, Nkrono Dawson. Salaga, and all those areas. I mean, Yatna se.
When you say, we say Professor Kokwaza.
Professor Kokwaza.
Yeah.
Florida.
Ardent listener.
Prof. And
then the other aspect of it is the Kere Yefi, former president Zinano.
From Jerry John Rawlings to J. Kufuor to John Dramani Mahama,
and the current one,
the current president, and so
yeah.
Tapu
Eugene said, Fatwa and I'm ranching and at the end of the day,
well, Mutio Jubilee House in official.
I know more Musuti a year, your mom office a reference. The high Jubilee on the office today.
Office of the former president.
So tell us some people be the man.
Also a pet
office for
in the street or also in the young say you can say number 10 down in street. In the street or also we can popularize the name of the street now are representing the office, no, which is not really bad.
For now, no popularization of a former office for Bahama will not be in his interest.
Oh really?
Because he does not intend to be there for too long.
Good one.
He wants to come back.
He wants to come back to the Jubilee House.
That's a good one. 44 minutes after 2. Ekosii Sen today.
Oh my goodness.
Messages no. Rankings so but messages are
as a matter of fact, numbers so and saying that video about rankings. Well, that's the peak. Just like also batch them said yes for days. Nah, I wanted us to have that general conversation, especially around this banking vis-a-vis Dr. Indum. The release be or there about
the New Year message, Christmas message.
Yeah, which I believe we have to have a conversation around it, because my belief has always been that Dilo or Canada, I've not forgotten you, Mr. Modos and Staskimu, you know, so US because I make the
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
I want us to just read out Yera Indum. The statement he released on the buy Oka in Sem Dudona on this banking matter. But probably before we get there, me also take this opportunity to escape me. Mestre MTT na Tigo moto ho asem no my witness say not less than 12 24th 25th 26 in Kwanshia ni nyina no as a result of red naso but onu susu say oye moto into so timi called grind
a crash.
It's either me and wafa me say or the make up baby in term no me na me prama me na mabu and ono na be ina fa so mana ko bobo na be and baako a me hu ye de ni pati ebo form aveno tija e ma me hu for the first time say ni pati gasha sa de bia if you buy me 80,000 basa
o man serious na me see
I don't know how we can go about this.
Me see say ukọ kolebu see ameka say ya so bi okolebu no tie ya on disputing the make call emergency center honoma they will not say you go there with the idea say who you be who support say and legalize your Okada or Ghana. I'm sure say ombeka say sebi o ombeka say bia bibi how because the number of accidents I baho any nipa amemu mama did them enya some people enti omo hospitals omo ye adwuma emergency services there they will tell you say Okada na ne o ma kan say ebia unyo obi a we driver unti ase because on like 3 occasions this year e ka de nyame nkwa nka me di bobi
asona make am
asona me kono nipa ne feel so no de esan say motor so no tin no right of enti o twem na wa anye careful
what the permanence is here
no one has
but the challenge they say for this Christmas and can say on the Adom newsroom page the number of accidents that were sent by regional report was like this year too
but
because VIP bus bini OAB
grind
accidents were just
but it's good we are having this conversation. It tells you say none of that was my kind. That you factor. No?
Yeah.
The pressure to drivers. Drivers who prepare the man, to also the pressure to one also. Sounds soon as station master, so internet to our maintenance is out. Who is checking who is out? And all, remember all those values. But just like I mean, reading in doing, then we can probably have 2-3 minutes to have a conversation around it. So this Indom's Christmas message to Ghanaians. On behalf of the shareholders, directors, management, and staff of Group Indom, I want to thank each and every one of our customers for the relationship we have built over more than 30 years, and particularly for the business you have done with us this year, 2019. This has been a particularly difficult one for us at Group Indom. We acknowledge the difficulties experienced particularly by our banking and investment customers. For that, we are sorry. Many challenges were put our way with very negative consequences, intended and unintended. Pay attention. Intended and unintended. More than 3,000 employees lost their jobs due to these challenges. Other jobs are at risk. But we have hope that with the strength, with the spirit and enthusiasm that we have, we overcome all these challenges. We are determined to leave behind the difficulties of 2019 and enter the new year 2020 with bright new ideas, with renewed strength, and with the support that we believe will come from many quarters, so that we can get back into place and deliver the kinds of services and produce the goods that have come to be associated with Group Indom. We will prove to everyone, particularly ourselves, that indeed, when we say Group Indom beyond excellence, we mean
Asempa
that.
FM.
We will leave it. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous, health-filled, and productive 2020. So, probably, maybe or challenge is that many challenges were put on our way with very negative consequences, intended and unintended. More than 3,000 employees lost their jobs due to these challenges. Other jobs are at risk. Okay, so other jobs are at risk. To go, Mamisha, this time before you come to your how do you see this statement?
I think it's generally statement but a bit different from earlier statement a free Group Indom and I say that because your content analysis of previous statements and I would say a more antagonistic, more trying to shift blame. Of course, in a certain way, blame shift and because when you say impediments were put in our way. Not just by who? By who? You know. But I think generally a bit conciliatory. It's a statement we are trying to say yes, they accept where they are now. They will work their way up, point above their weight, and make sure some science about where they truly belong.
Okay, probably before you do, this is from the PPP as a party.
I think that is where the problem is. PPP statement, and a problem.
The Progressive People's Party has entreated Ghanaians not to forget the actions of people within the corridors of power that have resulted in their inability to enjoy the festive season. The opposition party intimated that the supposed reforms embarked upon by the new patriotic party government has created economic hardships as has rendered many unemployed or caused businesses to collapse. The situation the PPP averse sharply contrasts the essence of the Christmas season. And I quote, "Our expectation that this joyful season celebration will cause great joy for all Ghanaians will not be fulfilled due to the politics of exclusion and vindictiveness. Privileged friends and family of the ruling class contrast sharply with a savior born in a manger. Unfortunately, the indescribable gift that God gave to us, which we are to emulate in our gift-giving act, is lost to many as a result of the untold economic hardships in the country," the party has stated.
It's an interesting statement, but of course, I mean, this is a political party. You expect the politics of it to come out. What they've done, I mean, throw out a lot more allegation without any concrete proof. I mean, we cannot sit here and say, in the banking sector reforms, no consequences, no, and yet there are consequences. Nobody can deny the fact that people have lost jobs any other. But when such statements are put out, when the statement conveniently take out the role played by key actors in the space.
Of course, I know. I mean, for me, that is where my challenge is. Indum, and as a group Indum, I mean, I want to treat group Indum as
a body corporate.
I mean, detach or no Indum name. But are they saying, say, for all the reasons that the regulators and as a BOG, STT say, the grounds upon which we are where we are now, no, almost challenge be one. Say almost new challenge be, and I mean, yes. Like you said, no, I mean, as a student of communication and PR, when you say we a PR drafted communication, and a lot of thinking went into it. And and as we are discussing it now, no, you see it from a more conciliatory position. I didn't start here, no, the posturing in itself, no, Grandpa Amwa. In fact, a lot of us think, including me, people like me think, say, some of these businesses should not even be speaking at all, because where they should be, you know, government has not put them there. And to me, when I see statements like this coming up and people saying all manner of things and making it look like,
when you say where they should be,
yes, of course. I mean, I think that
where do you think they should have been?
I think that by now we should be told that people are in court for their roles in A, B, C, D. That is where I think we should be. We should not be having discussions like this anymore. Say. And yes, people like this would appear justified. Say, and taking action via comments like this will be justified, and that is why I think that we should move further from where we are. Say, just take your license from you, and then you can also sit at the background and begin to now I mean, of course, I mean, let's begin to deal with people based on their rules.
Probably you just said the word that I'm and the good thing about this platform and other multimedia platforms is 2020 and probably it's going to be tough on this platform, because this empathy and sympathy is not going to work out. Say ebasa na edu baby amentiase say for over 20 years as on mine you solve a problem though. Yeah, the emotions and hearsays and the suspicion and yeah over time. Dr. Papa Kwesindum and in the PPP, they are unable to tell us that
Ekosii Sen
baby
on
Omodu
Asempa FM
nimdiani abrabomuno say obi yo bukata the judiciary and the Bank of Ghana ni nyina no sebi Eshaban or Washi Namotu Muntino, the Omupebiano, and Omutimiana. We should be careful. So I also want us to have a discussion after this on how independent and trustworthy our institutions of state, as I say, independent.
Asempa
Eti Mesre Obi. Because the job here is to talk about the minister. But Mesre, some of these tricks no more to go in politicians to go from him. In fact, his responsibility is to come and tell Ghanaians why Nyoma Bank of Ghana for accusing up to date
they've chosen the path of going to court.
But if you are going to
I'm
go
still surprised why such statements.
If you are going to court,
admittedly, the Indum statement, the Christmas message, was good. I mean, in the spirit of reconciliation, it was good. But the PPP statement, was not healthy.
Oh, but you cannot just join the tweet. They are all one. PPP, it's like MPP, Nanado, John Mahama, and this. You cannot just detach it. It's impossible.
I get you.
It's impossible.
Business.
What I want us to establish on this kind of nyoma, na secretary say the ought to bo abon kwan ho nyina hise do DH. Na indum beka wo ya. Wo party wo chefa ne say. If the group CEO na nkasa na chairman na kasa, party nka wo chefa ne. Yeah, in sync.
And one other thing, man, I was see man here clear and say people should not hide and behind nationalist sentiment.
That's unfortunate.
Our willingness to want to see indigenous companies grow. and think say enough room to do things anyhow. It doesn't work like that anywhere.
Obi, there are only say there are examples. Examples abound.
Yeah.
Near sea or Greece. A lead to say usika over $1 billion crowd or banker.
Yeah.
You go to a Greece financial institution and you are giving some peanuts because the government had decided, say, as a result of mismanagement, what led to the crime, since they were going to give people a flat rate.
Yeah.
And at a point, Ghana, that was where we were going until President announcing, we're going to give 100% a year. Then people will begin to understand Nema saying, say, it cannot be business as usual. It cannot be business as usual. Udi Usika Ekosii Sen say on managing mawa. The person has a responsibility. And regulator no niema. If you begin to do things that are not in conformity with what the industry is supposed to play to, now at the end of the day, backlash biba and I say we get to where we are now. You don't go and hide behind politics.
Because you may be on the standards. Open say you lawyer, you standards or former you mra be open say doctor, you understand that so. Open say bank and investment here.
And the standards
so
because
that's what I'm saying. Let's stop this.
And it is not as if that there are not players in this sector. Omono sa clean up here by a can. There are people who, because of their good practices, were left off the hook.
And let me also add, sir, despite the year now, we are not saying, sir, if you feel your rights have been trampled upon, as a bank owner, as a director, as a board chairman, you cannot go to court. That's why we have the courts there. Fortunately, some of these banks have chosen the path,
of course,
of going to court.
Exactly.
And some of these statements, they are
not healthy.
It's not
that
proper.
The import of me even talking about this one is that, you see, if we don't stop politicizing every action taken by institutions of state, now they be an interpretation politically, and emotions they better to show there. Ghana is
then we might as well shut down this country.
Yes,
of course, that's it. So, the reason for some of these things is that Charlie, we have done this for over 25 years. And all the time, people just take undue advantage. And unfortunately, too, when they take undue advantage, the opposition parties will rather say, I'll do this. What this guy say, I'll not do, I'll do it. When he comes to power, he's unable to do it. Then we go back to the center again. You know, so the country's development is always round. So they should spare us. Obia wa sembia na ususu say go to court. Now that brings to the fore how are your institutions of state are supposedly independent.
Of course,
independent. I'll start probably with the Ghana Police Service. How did you see their performance? Change of IGP before police workouts, all those things.
To be honest with you, I think, sir, yes, they have had Ghana Police Service. They have had one of the most challenging years. They have had to deal with, especially with the kidnappings of the Tadi girls. The back and forth, the kind of communication that emanated from outfits. Now challenges were even at the point, Grano. IGP Nankasana no T Hono Crampono. Now we had issues because people felt say he was overstaying his welcome as the man at the helm of Ghana Police Service. Change in the buy, we saw some swift actions taking place.
Of course.
IGP Opombueno, James. COP. I think, sir, he's done so well. He's done marvelously well.
And let me even add, sir, your list, you're listing Kofobi for special mention.
Okay.
And the IGP, the current IGP, is one of them.
He comes in for mention because of the swiftness with which he deals with some of the issues that come to his attention. The last time, Mimi Shan and Komo Aminini and catch and say, yes, of course. Uni nipa na ye juma. And it's a nipa na ye bibi na se mature sign. Mature sign me koyen hwehwemu, me yen hwehwemu no na se, and that is what they call interdiction. Me yen hwehwemu ni wie na se bia wo hu so a I'm going to put you back where you belong. say a ban is answer I was see a map public netty. And it's a mimi a police officer, me a sergeant, as a me Caribbean, and I say, Abasi, a sima BB. Allegations are banned, so why interdict him here? At the end of the day, investigations need prove a claim. We need to know, say, oh, so and so person, no. It turned out saying a cartoon is no man and we have reinstated the person. Those communications, unfortunately, we don't get to hear. And so, as a police officer, no community or woman, people will not take him seriously anymore. And see, those are some of the things. But all in all, no, I think say it's been a very difficult year, and Opon Bueno has done a good job.
My worry is that the service, they've lost somehow their integrity in the sight of a reasonable number of Ghanaians. When you call the police, what comes to mind? My major concern, and it's how Anayiro Opon Bueno, and ably assisted by Yohono and other commissioners. One bit to me, Ari Brandy, Ari Tulu, and then Asaike, the police institutions in Kofonankase, they should live up to the standards they wanted.
I think two things for me, because you see, about retooling now. I think through the Interior Ministry, they've done some good job in getting them, cars, ammunition, and all of that. What I think is our mindset change. Set from a Ghana police force to a Ghana police service.
Okay.
And once it's a service now, the customer service should be the priority of the police. A whole lot missing, kakra, because some of them, are still in sa colonial mentality where we had the police force,
brutal force.
Yeah, brute force. You know, abrofone wahano. Uba police now you'll be a I am foul. You share a certain height, you share a muscle. That time now manpower was the order of the day. And none a police force. But see, we've moved on. Is here a police service? And it is a free police for time and pick a call. Pick a call we are. How quickly do they respond to call no pick? There's an emergency here.
Exactly.
What time from the time pick a call to the time arrive at the scene? Time in the eddy. Some your man getting again. In Tiana, so the police need cran am quite one. Are they approachable? Can you approach a policeman? Say, ukokra, utimiko police station. Yes, a car near for car never babe fire. Indeed, those things and or minor the equipment Emma won. Yeah, the cars Emma won. How they use those because man me say unam dan suman no panel who police cars. Na school nkola team near the nkola school na basa and you are like Charlie, there should be that, and I think that's the major thing I was say upon Bueno Eshe. The service aspect of police for Juma Omo Eye. That's what is missing. Omo interface with the Ghanaian public, no. It's something they would have to work seriously on. Once they get that done, integrity issues near yes, it's a whole big institution. You know, into Ubenya mienu miensebi omunyo but generally, the culture in the police service, should be service orientation. How they interface with the Ghanaian people. The force, and more rapid deployment force, they can do a more job. Exactly. But I mean, Nanteko charge office. The reception I get from the charge office should tell me, sir, we have a professional. Unfortunately, police for now we interface with the public regularly, Charlie. The professional guys now behind the scenes.
Obi, I think it all starts from recruitment and training. Recruitment and training. Say, Adenebesi right from the entry point, that is where the change must start from.
Yes, a very good point.
Right from the entry point. Service, what are the dispositions the person has towards even Adina or person? Say, if you want to be a journalist, there are key tenets. I see Obi person or police. The person, like you said, yes. I mean, sometimes a Juma SC force, but intelligence is key to what the person is going to do because the person will be dealing with people. And a lot of the time, Nipana, you'll be dealing with are people who are in distress. So, how do you handle them? And a school, quote unquote, Obia Wako school, Nyaman Koyamano should not have a place in the police service. You understand? And all these things must be considered. Now, as I said, I had a privilege, a very rare privilege of meeting the IGP. And one of the things he said, training is key to his heart. Na osi uko baby or no training abroad saying uko there are role play rooms and to say even how to conduct a search crampono, there is a way to go about it. So say so the proper setup and I said the natural setup grana you should have
close to proximity.
Something that is created that is close to the natural setup. And if any panic let the person conduct a search. Simulation exercises award the Nipani marks.
So that when it comes to searching, we have an
yes, you know, say the person knows exactly what to look out for. And to onkoye search bia udi kokota. Udi Nipanako conduct search away of say we ejumano. Udi ne kokota lawyer be hwe nanimu anu ebisa no one question. Now the whole of the search exercise has come to naught because
and I love the point about training. The last time IGP didn't come over because this suggestion came up say nurses our nursing training colleges, teachers our colleges of education. Opesa obey a lawyer. There is a process you go through, right? Rigorous. Doctors, the same thing. It shouldn't be because if we treat the police as a professional being so ajuma because only Yohonu didn't come up, only IGP we didn't come up, only Kofi Boachi didn't come up. These are career policemen. You understand? It shouldn't be say some 6 months training beer ahomachi ni abenyu anemo na makomachi or park so anoma say about
that zombie type of
you know even if we can get training colleges for the police we are nipa ni say ma top form ma go school in me call school no me elective ebia forensic investigations.
Exactly.
What specialize? Who you are out? Maybe person me call MTTD. Maybe person me what charge office. And so you learn the tenets. Yes, at least 3 years in a training college.
Exactly.
Now what pass it out? Who we are? You're posted the based on where you specialize.
Exactly.
And I think would begin to
one
give
thing
a new way.
To add up to the more Kenyan major concerns by the junior officers. In relation to Juma na Yipra and Ayewu.
Welfare.
That's welfare. I don't know how they are living because police for do
welfare used to be a huge issue until say Dr. Dampari. Didn't call. In fact, we've done stories Obi Apra in a line of duty abandoned. Ni 9 untimi nanti. Posini. And but Dampari is a proactive person. So Otiniama be say Osimo to make construct microphone. We've received calls. Amafraka say, last time we hear me story saying COP Baha or Beshami or Mami saying or pledges or Mami support.
That's not institutionalized.
I mean, that welfare. And so exactly. That welfare as the director of welfare. And so exactly. It is so in the name of the Ghana police officers. But you see, as you said, how many police officers can he visit? So let's have institutions. Let's have structures. Say, okay, at the division level, this is how we are going to handle police welfare. So we know, say, okay, so the service has a certain way of dealing with welfare issues.
But to even start with, Tigo, and I think the IGPA, I think that the Ministry of Defense has started maybe for our men in uniform. Because fundamentally, I think the major problem with the police is accommodation. How we house our policemen.
Yes.
Because because sometimes I want them coins who took now they do barrier be more barrier be set. Our police for sometimes I will
in fact, some of us call the extra mile and you call night patrols. Aside the risk involved, Maza, call 1, 2, third one, you give an excuse.
You give an excuse. It is a Nepal choirs hardly win. Problem. Police afraid and call them in the free abonting. Unconya be a set now. Would they be at 3-1? And a single one back when they call them, they can see abonting. It's messy. Or maybe it's time. It's terrible.
Your services, no. And who said, Omono Mukuta Ghana, Frank, and
we are doing everything.
Really said, Yenda,
when you are in the US, that's a former soldier.
Wow.
veterans in the US and how obi a what here US BR can attest to
me I was skipo ana join next fight in fact old American salute to
and it's understandable because this is somebody when you say if you join some of these forces you have actually sworn to put your exactly to lay down your life for the people and the nation.
That is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
When him say you call San Diego no now as part of program the 1 weekend there was here homestay. We had to spend the weekend with a typical San Diegan family. And fortunately for me, family ababe peke me na or your old naval officer.
Asempa FM.
And on the year so a civilian but or a contractor to the navy. Enjoy you with the naval. Unim say o free navy name no. Ya man a dying everything sorted flat.
Those things should be
sorted. Bibia all could be the here say ukra card in the oko bank. Onya show the card but say kill ni nipa 5,000 or baba be every facility, every service or priority.
Police conversation,
that's what we should do.
Police conversation is a huge one. Look, do we still think as a nation say 6 months
training
is enough?
No.
Do we still think say housing police officers in a not too comfortable or not comfortable environment, they say barracks here is good enough, or we should integrate them into society so they can so that when they retire they would have much comfortable life. I mean conversation no so look about 20 years ago so what to say a police officer be Ghana, it was huge, it was big.
You see I be normal.
Say I know normal.
And that's dangerous.
And it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And so for some of us who are close to police officers, both in the past and present, we know the things they go through, we know the challenges they go through. And the service must do something. As I said, maybe going into next year, we must create programs. Police issues and then bring people's attention to what the service men go through, and not only focus on the negatives of the police.
Let's also not forget about prison officers. They are worse.
They say immigration funds way.
Prison prison officers.
What could say prison? I could say prisoner. Maybe a prison officers net down. So could be a prison officers net down. The only logical conclusion you would arrive at, and it said then maybe a prisoners need that dear. Because maybe a prison officers need that.
Oh my goodness.
What the my prisoners cry still like demeaning. I'm telling you. I would say
we should be respectfully to the prison officers. But we are doing a very thorough.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think
we would have to look at our men in uniform.
And the thing about these services, they say conditions near poor sit there and cry. Say you want to help them fix it by helping them communicate challenges. I thought they are shying away themselves because. Look, but in yes, of course. I mean, but Obi, there are ways of doing these things.
Of course,
but there is a reason why for such services, ministry. So the ministry should be the people because they understand them, they know what's wrong with them. They should push and get things for them. It's interior. That's why the interior ministry is so crucial.
Okay. Interior ministry.
But may I go through special mention when IGPD, the Director General MTTD, who is now the Deputy IGP of a sort.
I know what you're saying.
What's say?
A Deputy IGP of a sort. He's a Deputy IGP or not?
No, the Americans say, there have been communications to that effect. But official communication or MI. Of course, some of us who know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know. And I'm sure we are talking about Yohonu here. Yohonu, first a year by said, he's been penciled for Deputy such a position. Now, apart from that, we've not had any communication.
Official communication.
Now, some information if you're in a buy. Is it an official? Because with him, it's good we are having this conversation. The last time, you say the post referring, I mean, I say more secular or said the deputy IGP position was blank.
And that's what we are talking about.
What we're talking about.
And I'm asking, so why did we get that information that your
the powers that be, make sure
I mean, I think it's the police council. And
the IGP is now substantive.
Acting.
No, we need substantive
deputy IGP.
Yes.
But what role does the deputy IGP play?
Oh, say you were administrative and operation.
Two positions.
Two. I think they should make sure, say, and of course, I mean it's trite knowledge. Say, for someone like Yohunu, I mean, put him in any operations field, he would excel.
Of course,
and he's in charge of MTTD, and we want to, call him out for special mention.
Of course.
For the kind of job I want for the police service. All the positions are waiting me. When you go through his track record, he's an amazing police officer.
There's
no doubt about that.
When you say when it comes to intelligence in the police service,
unit
top notch.
in charge of intelligence.
Yeah, they have a unit. It was specially created, and he was the first
man to manage the space.
Of that unit.
Okay.
Yes.
The Special Intelligence Directorate.
Okay.
For the Ghana.
Okay, Obi, maybe say we answer now call special, because it's all in the ATS, but now call your best ministers.
CID boss and so.
Emma Mitiwa. She stood the test of time. I had my disagreements with her.
Oh, of course.
Eventually, menya police education, and menya the privilege to talk to her.
Yeah.
And a teacher for Beni former IGPs, Bini Police in Penfobition, actually, me, Quaya Police and Jumano is here or she. And I think I've grown out of how I am Mami Tiwa. If there's any recommendation, I would say I recommend Mami Tiwa for one reason.
Yeah.
Understanding the workings of the police institutions and roles that people play, and why at certain point in time certain faces should come and everything should be on their head. And also uncommon, you knew about it. And our system name and he make us say yes, Oba Margaret Thatcher, Oba Kukuni, Oba Shrunko Tiwa, or your Oba. I think, but for the lapses and respectfully, I will admit, certain lack of knowledge some of us had, because we thought that police was about what we did. That should be the principle. We should also try and turn the narrative. Yeah, wisdom pot. When we fall short, we go for additional information. It shows how matured we are as minds to also accept our lapses along the line. And baby will be a man official, especially from me. And we wish that 2020 more effective deliberations will be done. Proper, fair, objective, and bold. Probably before we call other ones.
Mami Tiwa, before you go to the next one, Mami Tiwa, the last time I met her, I was see na inti. Adom for near Asempa for dear Koran and Mediayam. And so, COP, Unim, a Jumaya, I say, would any be a Untiasia, I said, football our pitch na who spectator now or now feel say one can say now the ball and but you see we rely on communication either through a very subtle means or the direct or deliberate communication and the other say mami to our outfit no ebe fro bi to say obi anase o ma hene kwamna santi we say oh ade ya be say ni no on the side and you say nka ma betra say no all can no can be am but say if you create an opaque a blockade between you and the person near onimono and all communicating.
I got to listen to Adam Bona.
Exactly.
And that's where I began appreciating the work of Tiwa.
Of course.
And the kind of achievements she's made.
Fantastic.
As the Director General of CID, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what has played to some of these things? What has played to some of these things has always been the issue of politics.
Of course.
And trying always to take advantage of a certain situation, depending on where the political party is standing. And we should be mindful of that. Before I call awakening, Gilly Gold, one I saw Kwanson, we were unable to end our conversation and get into the proper conversation without talking about impact of religion on society and development. Religion at this point in time, Nyoma Bibri Nabefa Ghana and issue echo in the name of religion. Enti ehone mubisha se busa questions say religion no how has it impacted positively or negatively? How do we manage the spillovers? If we say it's eating up a lot of vulnerable people, and it's the same Bible we are all using. And the caution for 2020 probably nobody stops you from worshiping whatever you want to worship. There's a constitution and there's a Bible we all go by. Enti yen fa common sense any wisdom and to sa nhyehyɛ sorry binom ne faith binom a ekokokoma nyoma ekoso enye papa clear sometimes we are not judges but we can say this is not real, this is not good. And you're careful about some.
I think it's a good advice going into 2020. Say a Christopher trio. Debi Ameka say Yesu can say you are the light of the world. It speaks to impact. Inti we are here to impact the world. And it's all you Christo nina wutie me a. So what you nyina ne say wo de obeye Christo ni say obenya kwan akọ heaven a wo dada ho. Because Nyankopon pe say obey Christ now call heaven and that was sakra ya no wakum no de call heaven straight. He left you here on earth for a purpose, and you say thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And he said your heaven till Nyankopon pesa asase so esa, and you are here for a purpose. And hana make sure say you would impact positively. And they say your body will be out tonight then about man food trim say any yenka se menchu so asori a opese wo ko obetima kwa asori bia be wo se wo Bible mposi ma wo nyina momunyin e na wo so wo ho ya ma utumi ene nimde wo kan Bible a wo behu utimi wo se asori how mo si your body say
because for instance wo asori e ka acid ne eye DDT bom se nom
na se wow so be nom dia the Bible no so say faith without work then nothing dead is zero and no say uye nyame obi a osum nyame a you should know say as you asudie and yes you have responsibilities yes who carry and so won't to me and carry out those responsibilities there. Yes, you are not actually fulfilling the part of the aspect of the Bible that says that faith must come with work.
And let people also know say ene say so for because say bedaho na onfa ontietia woyem na obenya ayaresa obenya nyinsen na say wa wogitum willingly ekokoda ho a wonim say stupidity nye illegal
there be
stupidity is not illegal.
If you are stupid, it's not illegal.
If you are stupid, na say wokoda on here the 98 ya woyem
na opon
a eye wo ne wasemo because ukojina kwata ukoka den
because you did it out of will,
out of wow free will. In the stupidity is not illegal. In the amount for nya sade ni se won trim and yes nom regress.
So that those who always argue on the line that necessary o mind e bomb ho ban na o ma me okuti
o mind ho ban say
o so funi tiatia me yase ana me pon o mind na bomb ho ban.
No, but the point they say assault, somebody should be making the complaint of assault. It is a wow,
who is the complainant in the matter? Wow, wakoda on see tiatia o yem na.
Wow, na baba ka say
me na me ko complaining say oh man who see ma me be that hold there.
But me show them awake me now what I ready. Awake me now what I ready about me.
Cuz Africa go see when you have awake. Awake me now water. But what is all be bia no bro nya dia awake kan ye di edi. E nsu a de onto nsu no bottle ba ko bia ye te one peso a e de boy nuano me wo National Cardiothoracic Center and he atro ho and o hwa e wo ha goyi se okay, for every bottle you buy, 1 peso will be donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center Kolebo here in Ghana. And so far, Yetimia donated over 1 million Ghana cedis. Ediama National Cardiothoracic Center Ewo Kolebo awake or say 1 for life. But what is obi pebia open do it to our 0262 351251. Yara Ghana so say fertilizer papa nyina ho ene ye no ewo. Enti ye de fertilizer for be friend crop lift bio. Ni din ne honam say ema wo no buy no esu ye papa no nkwa ye the active aba sulfan amidas ye won nitrable and a winner fertilizers ne so into open fertilizer atro there Yara Ghana ye over 114 years of fertilizer knowledge e de call na also call ne kopebi eto ebeboa papa free Yara Ghana e was 0302 779 on na only to be in sawoso ukọ asylum down wo Mango Tree Avenue asylum down ye odwumeko bi from Gilly Gold Pharmaceuticals Limited. Gilly Gold Pharmaceuticals Limited. What the Giddy Power ba, Giddy Mal, Giddy Co and a Giddy Cough. Giddy Power no, me drama which now I to me boy juma ye papa, your capsules, any was syrup, emubiano, ebe to me abwao. Giddy Mal and so malaria and a air hawa, unya bi no mo ebewao. And you Giddy Co, more cocoa air hamo, we yamatim. usisi ya oya menstrual pains gidiko ebeboa ene o gidiko of say wo bowa wo sore throat nso awunya bia but ni nyina 100% pure herbal product ene kone ko baby to from 0268988000 now no one into meaning komo makamfo Las Palmas amamo Las Palmas Food Center omaduane the too much in the bronya yimu de Las Palmas New Year yi Las Palmas fa ebusu ani pie na won kodidi aponche na ntwie nkatenkwan abenkwan banku mutu ekoye too much ope wache jollof plain rice stew ye wo cow tail and na me say na ntwie kotodwe ba ye say ntwie dua
on the oxtail no more and cow tail
no mind cow
tail me tonam tin oxtail there
in the ntwie kotodwe ne ye friend
as my busa we do so me health safety expert
I don't know.
Cow knee.
And in Las Palmas Food Center, and it is also Ukra 3 Ghana cities. I would be DME, papa, pastries and so meat pie, cake, spring rolls, rockies, all kinds of pastries, and breads as well. But your branches net dorsum, baby, our Ghana hebia, or La Paz, opposite Standard Chartered Bank, Achimotans on the main Akransa Wim Road. Down someone your branch will last stop, Okwa Cycle behind your plant station, Madina opposite the police station, Accra Central, and I see a Central Post Office Dean Shenimu. Or connections were first light Abeka Pentecost Church Kumase ya wa Safu VIP car park ho Tafo lorry station Adom Pampaso lorry station Okowonso your branch or friend was 0244 233 341 now in Las Palmas Food Center in Incomo. Where did you know open milk papa no more a cocoa dairy free coconut milk 100% plant milk a boy juma too much we are vegetarian our milk any sugar be any soya nim a gluten free, wheat free, allergic free, artificial flavor BNM, preservatives BNM, colorings BNM, a low in saturated fat and very low in calories. Where diabetic patient are and on a was to be and vitamins D2 or calcium and more doom pimu day. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Oh. The Vegetarian Society of UK Aje Atom, Ghana House Food and Drugs Authority Aje Atom Frewon. It was 0274 440 180 na pebi eto. And I mean for more real estate in ye almost one estate nibi wo ashalaja ibi wo kokrobete. Ukra 90,000 Ghana's this and the men could rent bio branebe house owner. Yebema wodan ato 90,000 enkane 900 million ubenya dan 2-bedroom apartment kama etumi ato ebi ye 1-room self-contained be a chamber and hall self-contained ekoye papa ye wo clinic wo ye wo school e wo ho a ni nyina wo pa ya rehwe wo pe school ama wo makwa uni hawo ashalaja kokrobiti na estate wo more real estate e fra won sisi as wani je ho a watimi ato susu nya 90,000 Ghana cedis koto dan na your days of paying rent no entwem fra 0248 845 342 0248 845 342 30 minutes after 3 Ekosii Sen Suni ewa Asempa 94.7 FM and they said the Edikano your main issues on the table to rate our ministers, our deputy ministers and CEOs of state agents and the reason is simple or mine ama on a juma sa wonye and no nam some of mine ye the many wo to any tria wonka. Into Brano, we would have to check and see who are performing well. They are showing crying to do more. Or more than so we name them, and then the Ghanaian people will know. Na in Kranshebi or ha, Yadiama won so. Or Jentra, your WhatsApp line here 0546 382 287 0546 382 287. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Say Emrena so me need your say bones. So my hene kwabna sante wa ha. Only a host of Bedroom Adom TV. And Joshua Tigo, a editor at adomonline.com. Ain't ye say ye share best performing ministers and your benchmarks no obeka Nioma Ben ye share matrix no day. Ye share ministry awodano and the mandate of that ministry. Nioma wetim ye deliver with deliverables. Nioma a concrete wetim ye deliver. Ye share. You show visibility and branding into how visible is the ministry. And we are critical. You show human relationship and accessibility as a minister. Very, very critical. You show how a minister also balance the role as a government appointee and the membership of the ruling party into that balance between government and party. In the way 5 critical matrices are used to your benchmarks 5 any the mandate of the ministry, the deliverables, the visibility, the branding, the human relationship accessibility, and the balance between government and party. In the way more any 5 nyoma yeshe. But when him say under this administration, for the benefit of more in Nimino, I'll run through the ministries I work in. We have the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Alan Tremantin Edano, our deputy saying Mienu, Carlos Ahinkrane, Roberta Hunkalinse, your Ministry of Finance, Ken Oferiata Edano, or deputies Mensa, Kweku Kwati Abeno Sayasari, Charles Edubuahi, your Defense Ministry, Dominic Nitu Nedano, or Deputy Back, your friend, Major Retired Derek Udro. Your Interior Ministry, Ambrose Derry, and Edano, and the Deputy Abako, Henry Corte. Your Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, Jean-Pierre Ameu, baby friend John Peter Ameu, on Edano, the Deputies Amy and Sa, Ore Kwedu, Joseph Kudu, and Mohammed Amin Adam. Your Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice, Minister Odano, Gloria Akufo. The deputies
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
Godfred Dame, and akwa ni din de Joseph Din Diok Pemka, onusu ye deputy or your minister of Chinese or ye Ofri Upper West and Upper East. Joseph Dim Diok Pemka.
Penka no na etati na din diok na maintain penka
enya Chinese din
say China for to chance in China na din na tan sonta entina
na your Ministry of Foreign Affairs Shelley Ayoko Botwe na no or deputies mienu na ba ko dey maintain din da o yes Mohammed Habib Tijani what in din o man hene deputy Ministry of Foreign Affairs or a deputy Mohammed Habib Tijani wo ho and Charles Oredo so wo ho. Ministry of Food and Agriculture ye wo owusu afri yakoto or a doctor. Kennedy Osanya akon a deputy. Hey, na ba ko ni dey say Sagri Bambangi. What in the dinner?
Oh hobby.
Na so obi anim so.
Ni din bondi yen.
Wo so obi anim so.
Me dey nim so hobby.
Na so hobby.
Me say na once I acknowledge say one dem say hobby.
Wo say o design
Sagri Bambangi.
Hey,
Bambangi.
Yeah.
Or a deputy.
Or a deputy agric minister.
Ekosii Sen
And you George Odro. Over Education Ministry. You were Minister down here, Matthew Opoku Prempe, or a doctor. Deputies near me, or Doctor Yawasaya Duchum, and a gifty chum ampofo. Oh, okay.
On free finance corner.
Dabio, finance bay.
Ofin go.
Chum ampofo. Chum ampofo, there's no way. I don't know any works and housing. And I know way.
Works and housing, the number, no.
I only afraid that Prempe, yeah, on call gender.
Yeah.
And a Obana or Cape Coast.
Asha, you see, and then they call works and housing. And you did 2 months for never share name. Your Ministry of Health, they were maybe 1 ministries under this government and the ministers and deputies in charge. You answer the Abaye, ye ranking. So, into your Ministry of Health, Minister Dano, Kweku Ajeman Menu, of your mind in the Krum, your Alex Aban, only a deputy. Tina Giftina Ayele means also a deputy minister of health. Waba Ministry of Monitoring and Evaluation. You Anthony Osei Akuto only a minister.
You're careful about that. Akuto say. Okay,
Anthony Akuto Osei or a minister. William Kwesi Sabi a deputy minister, evaluation and monitoring. Wow. Your Ministry of Regional Reorganization and Development. Minister down here Dan Kweku Bushi or deputy Martin J. Mensa Kosa. Your Ministry of Land and Natural Resources, Kweku Asomachreme, or Nanansiane Papa baby.
Yeah.
Kweku Asomachreme. And now, our Minister Deputy back, if any Benito Owusubiu. Minister of Sanitation and Water Resources, Minister Dano, no, deputies Mienu.
Cecilia Dapa,
name minister, but the deputies here too. Patrick Boama, and a Michael Yaojato. Yajata no vi.
Ojato na Owini or Oti region, former voter region, the only seat na.
In YMP.
Yes, Ron. YMP.
Yaojato. Hey. Patrick Boama, gentleman.
Yeah.
Why? Yaojato no. In Chumuru. Oti.
Oti region.
Oh, Patrick Boama, a gentle guy.
Very.
Or one of the constituencies were. Okaikwe, one of the Okaikwe constituencies. Ministry of Railway Development, Joe Gatti as minister. Kweku Ajenim Boatin, your deputy. and Andy Apia Kubi nso yɛ deputy.
Yeah.
Andy Apia Kubi.
Hwan?
Uni Andy Apia Kubi.
Minim.
Otu Kojo Ban. Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
Ono tu Kojo Ban no. E wa Ashanti region.
So a lawyer Andy
Apia Kubi. Yeah.
Oh, man, for mentioning
yeah. And Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Yeah, well, Ignatius Bafwewa as the minister. Ono so free bono.
Yeah, free bono.
And I want Bright Rekun Brobe as deputy minister. Ministry of Transport. Kweku Esiama.
Ono do Fourier Siama.
Yeah, Fourier Siama say Kweku candidate. And you want Ni Kwate Titus Glover as the deputy minister.
Tiglo. And your Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. Barbara Otin Jesse, MP.
Miss Ghana.
MP. On a minister.
Well, not
and
Miss Ghana.
My name is why I miss. We name is
very beautiful woman.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
And the deputy in the doctor Ziblim Barry Idi. On a tourism ministry deputy. Maintain the leader.
Hey, Ziblim. He's in touch. Or a real person in there. Just that was we all know the name. So hand over the books.
And the war Ministry of Special Development Initiative. And when a minister back, we need deputy Mavis our Kumsen or MP. Senior Minister of the Republic, Yawa Safo Mafo.
Prime Minister.
More like Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology. Minister Dano Kwabena Frimpong Boating, Professor Kennedy.
Ministry of the
Environment, Science and Technology. In fact, innovation class I can. Mesty. Mesty. Innovation.
Ministry of Environment,
Science, Technology and Innovation. Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boating.
Hey, Namozuma Mama Ministries, pao.
Oh no, minister.
That minister na in charge of Galamsey, no.
Dabi. Galamsey, no, say a ministries. And a boom, but no a chairman of Science Ministerial Committee.
Okay.
But when him say on the deputy, a former Sokwa MP.
Mameno.
On say a squad. Patricia PJ. Still MP for Sokwa. Yeah, mo.
It doesn't matter. Say now also a MP, and if he's still there, there's no big deal about it.
No big deal.
Or who uncle ya Afanko Quino.
Afanko. And no Squaw hobby. There
be a canishio. Uncle ya Afanko Quino. So
I say.
Oh, Ubus as I say. Nagamsonko. Or was be Yama, said, I'm in a coin.
That's all MP. I was all called lobby. Patricia PJ. On a deputy to Professor Frimpong. Your National Security Ministry, Albert Kandapane Dano. Ministry of Youth and Sports, Isaac Kwame Siamana Minister, the Deputy Perry Curtis Kwabla Okujeto. Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, Minister Dano Alima Mahama or Hajia. The deputies, also deputies me and some of my
Collison team, a commandant.
Or Sabons Wamua, Obi Amua, me name. Collins in team.
Yeah.
And a Kwesi Boating Eji. Or no,
Kwesi Boating the minimum your kaka.
Unimino.
Na Obi no. Monya careful. The Obi being so about I'm sorry, comedian, eh?
That Obi Ampon,
all social media,
or a doctor, medical doctor by day and a comedian by night. Or a medical doctor by profession.
And
a stand-up comedian.
Hey, and then who
say say in some of the comedies, they are not the politics kakraba. I mean, you say where be you know. I'm fire my Obi Jane.
But is there some judges who are trying to chat house? But comedy,
comedy be my
say comedy hard politics.
Oh, that be no hard politics. Yeah, but maybe it be a consistently. That's a comedy in the country one side. You should know that in the end, we issue apology letter anyway. A statement of apology. In the Collins in team, we are Kwesi Boating Eji. We money deputies for Ministry of Local Government. Yeah, well, Ministry of Works and Housing. Minister Dano Samuel Atachia. The deputies near Frida Prempe. Frida, that's a Frida Prempe with you. With you, Ama, Asha is in a question on name.
Yeah, Aisha Mako.
Yeah, it is a Frida called gender. Anyway, Eugene Entry, on any Subin MP.
Yeah, Subin.
Honestly, I say I could be born a Yemo Hopper.
Villiers Champo.
Villiers Champo. What's it?
So no suko bo bi emo.
Hey, man, the monso mo wan semo. In the Eugene Entry, Deputy of Ministry of Works and Housing, Ministry of Communication, Minister Odano ye Esla Usu Ekofo. Esla Usu Ekofo. George Anda ena Vincent Sowa Odotei ena ye deputies. Odotei ni efe no Obama no.
Obama.
Ono so onya constituency bi no DMP o.
La Jokuku. La Dadikoto.
Namwale. Say Namwale. O say Namwale.
Ono tu Namwale.
Ono tu say Namwale.
Odotei Sowa. Na so ehye basa. Ena ye wo Minister of Information. Minister Odano ye Kojo Opon Nkrumah SKR. Ne deputies eye mienu ye wo Amadoku a Esiama Ejei ena Pius Enam Hajide. Yaba Ministry of Roads and Highways. Minister Odano ye Kwesiamu Akwata or deputies me. Really? When him say nye nanka minims or deputies me.
Come no uswe
Adiomi. Ena Anthony Enyo Powele. Kabo. Abaye fa san.
Abaye fa no en.
Kabo
so Anthony Enyo
Powele.
Abaye fa Kabo.
Powele ni na Powele de.
Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Cynthia Morris na minister or deputy back on Gift Chuma Mpofo. Ministry of Planning. One minister, only deputies, George Yao Jan Bafo. Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture. Minister ne Elizabeth Afolekwe. Ne deputy Francis Kingsley Atukujo. Your Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Minister Odano ye Kofi Jamesi. Ne deputy Paul Essien ye MP for Jomoro constituency. Ministry of Inner Cities and Zongo Development. Minister Odano Mustafa Abdul Hamid. Only deputy minister bia. Minister of Business Development, Minister Odano Ibrahim Mohammed Awal, only deputy. Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Osei Men Sabonsu, Majority Leader, only deputy. Minister of Aviation. Okay. Minister Odano Ada. Joseph Kofi Ada, or Old Saint, or St. John School was secondary. No, the deputy, no.
Kwabnadako.
Dabi, Sir Kwabnadako na deputies here, Neko Western Regional Minister. Mama Afo. On the deputy. Wow. Okay. Those are the known ministries under this administration. Of course, there are some other special offices created for ministers of state. The Minister of State at the Office of the President in charge of public procurement, Sarah Adwoa Safo. Minister of State at the Ministry of Education in charge of tertiary education, Kwesi Yanka Professor. Minister of State at the Ministry of Agric. Minister of State at the Ministry of Agric. Ono ye den Nura Jile. Ono so ye doctor. And the Minister of State at the Office of the President. In charge of national security, Brian Achampon. These are some of the offices. At least get me go through all the ministries for you. And me de ye benchmark near matrix. So to me atuja. You best start with the top 15 most performing ministers based on benchmarks and your mandate, deliverables, visibility, branding, human relationships, accessibility, and the balance between government and party. But before we come to the top 15, Tigo ne Oman, if you say special mention for here, Yabo IGP, Yabo Director General CID, Yabo Director General MTTV, the Ghana ambassador to the US of A. His Excellency Dr. Bafo Ejei Bewua, Papa Nabo Ejuma, at least. Year of return, they've done so well. And I think I was saying, Abaso. And the man in charge of information management at the embassy, Kofi Tonto. Yeah, they've done so well. And they will say about Omonso Abaso. And one other agency, Omuhia Special Mention, Scholarship Secretariat.
Yes, of course.
I think they've done so well. And we have to.
Also, first, no. Yeah. Okay. About annual ritual. Say, Yebinya information say Ghanaian students on scholarship abroad complaining say more challenges na omuniaman kuye their investment monies are not coming and all that, stipends are not coming and all that, but I think say for some time now there's been stability.
Stability.
They deserve some special praise.
Scholarship Secretariat, kudos and keep it up. And after Yamra, based on the matrix, no.
And we'll probably finance minister or special mention account.
Okay, for the special mention, maybe and no finance minister, you didn't share Yes, okay. I think for special mention,
mention.
The finance minister, Nidino Ken Ofori Atta. And why do we have him as special mention, Oman?
Well, I feel I deal with the United to also say it's not just about the Nipa Kika. It's about what the professionals will say and how the people of Ghana to stay. The little bit of Memiko Nenam Legon, Sikasem to year for paying for and come on Nomudie. Na mesa ba wona kire Sikasem to year Kuntebu, former ministers, being current ministers, be omunim dewo and kind. Ewo Sikasem to year. In fact, the Omokaya is all mine biano say Kasi pana yo macro no ne ehwehwe no ho yi a micro no kuma no so no there definitely ebenyan sunsanso ewo so de won to so kase biem so say say sanse papa no ne nim de kase na ye obi a investment wonim de no wo no or the Ghana Kojina Pempen should be as the oil investment in their own ebeba after a certain point in our time. It is also from the point of academia, also from the point of economic minded people, their performance for in terms of rating for him, 79%. Now, Obama politically as a country said yes,
because we run a political economy.
Exactly.
Said you cannot take away the
yes,
politics.
That's a street talk.
Yeah,
used to this and na economic pointers no sebi and on the idea na and the street boys what they know is that one ejumani ho minisika ekomodime sikani system and these are the talks are ekoso. So clearly he stands as one personal in terms of the academia and the needed agency in this case the IMFs, the World Banks and all those things actual performance all correct no osha ne modern bono akonkan anaso anipa they won o de ba yen yeteso a obu ye na military good ya we are still hitting hard our pockets. We are still reminding ourselves to say where is the money? Where is the job that we are supposed to do to get the needed returns? And Obojuma probably in a certain class. But a certain class, a majority in Zua, won't be 2 and a month, say be a cotua, but that's a political economy, no. Also, ATM, say Yamiani under the watch, no.
And I get the explanation, Tigo said. Yes, the macro look good, but how about reflecting on the micro, no?
Of course.
And that's a problem. At the end of the day, people will judge you by liquidity in the system. How easy can I get money?
Exactly.
By no factors,
and also.
You know, capex or former. When you're not doing more capital expenditure, there's no money in the system.
Money circulating in the system.
Maybe,
but
next year, a year for infrastructure.
But I think more importantly, we need to look at agencies and one in ministry, and how those agencies are performing. Because someone said, the primary responsibility to ensure those agencies are functioning well. And the agencies like the Ghana Revenue Authority, Controller and Accountant General's Department, Institute of Accountancy Training, Financial Intelligence Center, Obi. Usika eba wonsam 3 million Ghana 300 Ghana cedis, but then within a month who discuss Kogu Bank be 1 million Ghana cedis and you see a trigger ne omuhwemu until they have a huge role to play in putting an end to money laundering in ASIFO. How are they delivering? Institutions like the Securities and Exchange Commission, how are they performing? Clean up here by they led the charge. National Lottery Authority, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, Public Procurement Authority, Minim said if they still fall under some of those agencies that are working under DEMA, Bank of Ghana, National Pensions Regulatory Authority, Ghana Cocoa Board. If all these institutions are performing well, then it means that when it comes to oversight responsibility,
then he is
doing something good. Okay. And would we say the banking sector clean up here, BOG, any the other quasi financial institutions are Securities and Exchange Commission, would we say they were good things? If they were good things, then of course it means that Ken is actually leading the space well. But the critical issue, and Oman has said it already, Waka, is money circulating in the system.
Ekosii Sen
Are the various, because unim sir finance ministry no is the fulcrum of every other thing that would happen in this country. And it's a road ministry but deliver, it will depend on them.
Finance ministry.
Say any other ministry would deliver, a lot would depend on the finance ministry. And it is when he makes things available to them. Now say they are spending and asika ebeba yebutum. And you know, yes, of course.
Also face it. I mean, we speak to ministers. You speak to ministers, and in confidence they tell you, essentially. But you speak to the finance guys as well, and they'll tell you, so when you inherit a situation,
of course,
you know, now for the first few years, you know, because our person will free the IMF program, you had to meet certain very stringent conditions.
Exactly.
And in meeting those conditions, there was someone who said, well, macro should stabilize. And how do you make sure that inflation is stabilized?
Yeah.
You don't want to put so much purchasing power
in the hands of
people, and then they will demand more. Now the pressure, but it was a tightrope, and there was some work. But for now, if you are out of the IMF, there is no longer an excuse, to still keep people complain about liquidity.
And of course, one of our bins over the years, budget overruns, any imbalances budget deficits. Those have been. I think he's somebody who is cautious of these things and is making sure we don't overspend what we do not have.
And for now, and yet just on the say so of somebody, because you see, there is an instrument of law backing that. You see a fiscal accountability law.
Exactly.
And you see an unlimited government spending within 5
years.
You cannot overrun.
You can sit somewhere and we say we were spending. We say we're spending more, but in reality, no, managing space until he needs to make sure.
I think that's why he comes out for special mention.
And
there is more room for improvement.
But most importantly, probably in the history of Ghana, 2020 elections, when Akoya elections are. Rose abaye a major topic for discussion. Very major topic for discussion. Said the Mokano is the main link for the other ministries to also survive and to improve.
Okay, and we've singled him out for special mention. Let me also say, sir, we are your top 15 most performing ministers. Now there is another category for ministers we think, sir, have got more room for improvement. And they are not within our top 15, and they are not within the worst performing ministers. No, they are in between, and we think that they will still have to do more. And let's start, shall we, with top 15 most performing ministers in no particular order. I mean, can we? In the say, yeah, can say we that number 1, we that number 2, we that number 3, and we that number 4. In no particular order. In way, nipa do no more if we say. Based on parameters, in terms of delivering on their mandate.
Exercise, yes. Mpeso ubo Asempa jingle no. Ubo wia. Mpeso uma 30 seconds. So utie show because this is on a light exercise. Utie show ye ma 30 seconds. Fre obi a ontie Ekosii Sen. Na ontie Ekosii Sen na yento aso.
Ekosii Sen na high Asempa 94.7 FM. And on that note, maybe Muntie we Emra. And while you listen to this, call a friend, tell that friend to tell another friend, say Omo Entie. We are reviewing the year 2019, first with the performance of ministers in our republic. Stay with us.
Papa driver, man in the heya, me pesemiti Asempa FM. Taxi driver, man in the heya, me pesemiti Asempa FM. Filling station, man in the heya, me pesemiti Asempa FM. Pop sports, man in the heya, me pesemiti Asempa FM.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
Foresters moson for kwa master prayer honey honey na mutie Asempa 94.7 FM. They say yaka prayer na wajiso ewu bie fie.
94.7 Asempa FM. So near Ekosii Sen Jumedi no asogo so awutie no. And I would want to believe say wa frɛ wadamfo. So no so kan twɛ nadamfo say on fair fidie into 94.7. Mo amhwɛ on Facebook live and so yɛ mamu nyina akɔ abada mu nyina ase. We call Facebook, I just type Asempa 94.7 FM and like our page. You betma share live streaming no ɛwɔ hɔ. And mo ma yɛn hwɛ ne yɛn hyɛ ase me radio say bonsu. Wo frɛ me obi amejo so man hene kwabena asante wɔ ha. Joshua Tigo ono yɛ Adom FM online editor. Watena se ewa ha dada ohwe researcher why. And let me also say it took days, painstaking work to come out with our list we. And in no particular order, your top 15 most performing ministers, at least say we share the year 2019. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, a education minister, he is on our list. Oman Matthew Opoku Prempeh.
Solid, tough, but comes with reasonable challenges. Well, on say Napo administration
on Asempa FM
about with a lot of make us a firm, strong, and very tough policies are. Or none in the team if you say when it's established and established well in Ghana education more. My education especially with matters of curriculum, TVET name, a teacher license, and so many other issues are or this streamlining the educational front. Mr. Say, I did a pair on her and then the toughness and then the forthrightness, because here is one ministry. Say when ya candiphobia sa amana medianim and pushy that agenda to ensure say beyond the free SHS no what other things and the educational front no stabilizing it will be difficult. I say all the time say but for probably Dr. Napo there are certain achievements and policy directions and it's in the ministry to be difficult.
Ekosii Sen on
so
Asempa FM.
it is not out of place. Anna Sebe didn't come on na yabedu sa and pepensoi. I fully endorse Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh ne choice as amongst your first 15 ministers now. Wono etimi akonkan abo on modern, especially with the TVET. Can you share in your banner? You're changing the co-works house and the huge strides are one a year to ensure that technical and vocational education a free a year last year was a second and home ebeya kono ne kobeye enimunyam so they started empowering them with the needed tools. In fact, our check scratch say nyame adoma about 200 motorbikes, about 800 pickups, and about 300 buses. And so, by early part of next year,
for vocational and technical schools,
and technical and other educational institutions, I want to lack some of these things. On the whole, I'm not surprised that almost all the research we done and the teams we established here drawing table, most of the arguments, echo again.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
Can be about ABA this ministry, even though I qualify into your first 15 now. A certain perception that we cannot run away from. Almost all the people we had the opportunity and the research and the people we spoke to and all those things. One thing comes to clear. The nipa binimu susuni se ni trimu poni ni susu ya oni ni team ni bedwine hono. Either nipa woni ni omudi nkita hono. Buapayom wono behave say asem na yedi nkomo awie no enye saa na etie anase oni nti saa ehihye na ebanas anase enkomodie ni nkitahodie between the major stakeholders no a problem because obehwa bribia da especially the comprehensive sexuality education surprisingly even stakeholders some of them were talking. Some of them were talking. So you ask yourself, say, communication and trickle down. And now say, Nipa binim na buapaya, whether communication trickled or it did not trickle, Krana, still they wanted to do what they wanted to do for whatever reasons. I'll urge and encourage him, because once you fall under the first 15, you've gone through a tight scrutiny, especially under the watch of the gentleman sitting beside me. Oh, funny is this, sir. As we say, mo near Jumapano, we also remind him that the spillover his policies and education doesn't come as if say the stakeholders now engage you. And two, they believe in the policies, but they also believe that they should take active participation in all what he does at the ministry. Okay.
Matthew Opoku Prempeh makes it into top 15 most performing ministers.
Of course.
At least in the year 2019. Tigo, something brief about him. Short and brief. What him say? Napo's failure would be Nanado's failure, because baby Onuna, the flagship promise Nanado made proud to becoming president, hinges on Napo. The implementation of free SHS, and to have successfully implemented it, a huge plus, and it is one of the things we factored into his appearance on the list of 15. The other thing is his success in blocking hangers on people who, quote unquote, would want to benefit from every single policy that government introduces. To have successfully blocked those people and prevented them from taking advantage of the implementation in itself, was good.
It's a huge plus. And for me, those are the two things I want to add to what Omahin said.
Okay, into Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Bebrina friend and Apo, member of parliament for Menchia South constituency. And ono make it into in top 15. Number 1 on our list. And number 2 would be Alan Kojo Tremantin. Alan Kojo Tremantin, a minister in charge of trade and industry. Tigo, my main foundation say Alan Tremantin makes it into your top 15.
Of course, I mean, when him say the ministry, the main mandate how to facilitate trade, and over the period, when him say one of the things are. Say if you had a privilege of going to the recent MPP conference, the people were excited about eco juice, and that alone is enough testimony of the things he has done in his ministry. I mean, you should also look at the person's persona. When you say Oba Baimono, people had a lot of premonitions. Say, hey, na nipe onyaya obe president. So how would he support
be submissive
in the first place and support the man he is always challenged in the past? But you all agreed, say, since obey a minister, we bad down, we are composting who Juma, he's helped the president. In fact, maybe a president we could be Okobi. And I think, say, it is just proper. And if you were to talk to 1 or 2 people about the way I was carrying in who ministry Nankasa Krampona, you would know, say, he deserves to be on the list of 15. And see, Alan Tremantin,
one thing I've loved about him, and it's him say this African wear there a
major promoter of that.
He's made sure, even at the ministry, is here from Monday to Friday,
a major
at the ministry. Staff members, African way.
Wow.
And on the restricting to Friday. On Friday.
Throughout the week.
So
he's walking the talk.
Walking the talk. And he personally, me who say, was anything apart from
I'm wondering.
It's really
African
good.
ways. But probably to add up, maybe I made the part with him. How I manage the sugar factory.
Okay.
I still don't believe that factory should be subletted to other people, honestly speaking. I feel that the sugar factory matter should be looked into well. The starch, I used to starch issue, should be, because these are 2 major factories. As Ghana this year, but there's too much political interference and interpretations and whatever on these 2 projects. God, everybody is making something out of it. The demeanor of the minister does not suppose or yet too much of partisanship, but people around might not help his cause It means if I have a dissenting opinion, any boneso, but I'm choosing a performance, and nobody runs away from that fact that he's done reasonably well at that ministry. No? Where I depart is that how he has managed the issue of the starch factory and that of the sugar factory. I feel that there's still more room, and there should be a better approach to these two major factories, void of partisanship, political interpretation. No way, not in you to the benefit of Ghana. If indeed, or also have that intent to be a flag bearer one day, he has demonstrated and continues to demonstrate with his works, humility, focus, and team play. And you know quite a major asset because I mean, me go near president, me president. Let go have my appointment. I almost want to hell with you. And I'm because Shemu Sukrana kwa me faswa. Me yeme jumano. Wabonza kwa we say, but Namin Chadi, I think he's demonstrated that he is in for the work.
And one other thing he must also look at, say, if this issue of Guta, the others are doing, the other non-Ghanaians are doing is something that falls under his purview. Then, of course, I say, Oman and Nikoho.
And I think the Trade Ministry should also take a keen interest in that. Of course, you speak to them and they tell you GIPC is under the presidency. Under them. But I think once it's a trade issue, they have to take keen interest in that. We would have to move on. But Alan Chamantin makes it into our top 15 most performing ministers under this government based on Nyoma Yaka Ewaha and Ayaye parameters. Number 3, and Yerikia can say we're in no particular order. Let me also add, because I say the message say about your ministers, but deputy ministers, we will do separate one for deputy ministers, and then we'll come to CEOs of state agencies. In Timunya, start with ministers. Number 3 on our list, Honorable Joe Gatti, MP for Esikado constituency and a minister in charge of railway development. Oman.
Enya busua pen bia na obeto ajapadia otimi edebo brama busua no. To be honest, Joe Gatti most of the kwan all nyina no, the previous administration na wona twase bia to ho amano. That's why make say enya busua pen bia na betina akonwa so a se gold kura ho a wan hwe be wi no na akwa ebisi basa. Ono nso through na ho brasia ne focus. Obeto say previous administration abo esa atwasa emudo achievable at honum or the hobrase na adwumaden enya focus baby previous administration just see no any sika bia wo ho no so akope bia beka bia no you can see that almost every week, every day, every month,
something
every
new
second
is happening.
Adia surunku bi esi wo real industry. In fact, not just Adiana Esin, Ebinum Kurana man or demonstrator may be no shasia, Juma, Eyete, Unse, with the Filiga Dochi. Beyond that, railway ministry, Nankasa, Canobetina as railway workers, railway, and chairman, and the BCBC. There's reasonable stability
and calm.
The ever say, dear, didn't say. Sa coaches need rails ahodo nyina enkoye 9-day wonder maintenance be of relevance to us na afenso obehwe say sa ntitare ho na ya na titare ho nsa o makra de no ebe fa dome no nipa bobbo ho cho na nipa titare ba isi bibia na ye be no anke ye de mrato ho ne ye ni ku a anka be bo eti coaches ya be ya na race nyina no ye hwe say sabi efa ni pattern wie za mfiafia ho na nipa bobbo ho say ye 99 days na gege no messe no onti a unita ebe ye sadie no ahwe na ayisa because ubehu ano waya ade kama kwasi bi gina baabi ya bi gina baabi ama bi gina baabi no akofa how bi abetos because of fam ho obi ahu ye wanka hwe train na hwe from sabi wawu eji owu su dia eyamanyo sem because who minister no woni wa pamfo any president any party mo so no fam ho ni sada inti hane dia mesre oye adwuma so I'm not bothered one bit say o hwe de gu akwama otimi qualify by your first 15.
Joe Gatti has been solid. I mean because make I see ye no say because oye MP we Esikado mine him say na Kobenanket. And I remember the first Asempa na Kobenanket ya ka kire no say because oko second year the heart of the railway industry Esikado I want a location it is who really the history of the independence struggle in Ghana. Location was created Duake CAB railway workers, I want to know Mushiayo meetings, and it was a powerful platform. And Nkrumah had to move from Accra there just to go and engage the likes of Pobi buying the money at there. Those were the dons. Those were the dons of the railway at that base. And Uko location ene. Uko railway or workshop or Isikado. Oh, Jogati has done so well. It's now state of the art. The railway training school, state of the art now. He's done some good job.
We will say a lot of the time, you know, when we are judging ministries, people focus too much on the physical infrastructure because we are a developing country and the infrastructure here. But the management of the people, in fact, what can bring you down in any ministry or agency? Your inability to manage the people within the space.
That's very true.
And one thing Jogati has done so well, how he's managed the railway workers. Vis-a-vis his management of his development of the infrastructure itself. Because the rest will not progress. If you were not a tactful person, he must. You see, when media people come and say we want to celebrate your achievement, a lot of the time it is not just the celebration of it. It is you sharing your ideas for Obia Dachi uni ho Jogati more money ideas because he doesn't want to speak. I mean, he likes to do the work more than he's too focused. But you see, he must share knowledge. And so that when somebody comes there one day, you see the templates.
All in all, Jogati, solid guy, makes it to your top 15 most performing ministers. Again, in no particular order, number 4 on our list, the Honorable Hawa Kumsin, only a minister in charge of special development initiatives.
Well, Meka say asterisk because Metina Haka say me for this mami. The map teacher ni say we occupy public space na ye criticize so genuinely na o take it up. That criticism no and you work around and on it. Now unya the needed resource as I say unya. Clearly, these are the kind of ministers. So how I come to the Senka, how my opportunity? Because he stands tall. Very tall. Amongst in very, very, very tall. Because the media in particular, Ekosii Sen, Oman and Obi, hard-hitting issues on how Kumsin and even to the extent of relevance of that ministry. Onya Butretiye. Ekache said, we have given her, we have provoked her, even though she was provoked already. No, you provoke more. Emane nyoma oyeno ebe foods. So it took just a week for many Tigo to go to certain places in and across this country. Amongst the mandate, the dam, the one village, the whatever, and the ambulances matter and all those things. In Jusha, right after those engagements, a blasting of various media, especially on the Ekosii Sen and Adom FM. Many Tigo Koba and Obey story be online. So probably if you don't know what you're talking about, journalists, inclusive any Ghana for in your manual sementum, now go deeper into what this woman, if I call her Margaret Thatcher or the Northern woman who may so rest in perfect with you, how Yakubu, because was that ordaining energy and the passion for the work, ably supported by a great technical team. I say here that physically, I have seen what certain people came to lie about, that there's nothing to that effect. Physically, I have seen what, even though on this ambulance matter, I catch it straight away, why the Napoleon could not do, but Ghana does not need just an ambulance to a constituency. And no crown and crime more that, yes, but as it stands now, this is what we can afford. It will be said the enya kakra a home bamboni, a home maintenance, a home lifespan, which is 5 years, no, a year very, very good for us as a country. It how Kumsin stands very tall in my sight. I believe that who criticize a public space or a public officer now occur beyond the criticism. Well, who as the enemy, but who said you have provoked that person, a partner in development. How many ministers will go this mile? What I say, and continues to grant us interviews and give us insight into the normal. We have to.
I mean, let me just speak from insight points now. Or mine, I think say how I need challenge before recent past, no, even the public's understanding say ombeti ejuma na oye na se no kra no was a challenge. And he say ebia say ambulance be no di ba say ambulance ne ba, is that all? There are nema AC or putting in place before even the ambulances begin to work.
Of course.
If the public doesn't know this, all they know is how the ambulance are. In fact, the issue of dams Nankasano. Proud to our meeting, physically seeing some of the projects ourselves. Now, our understanding of what a dam is, Krano, was a challenge. Now, but during our engagement, we realized, look, a dam comes in many parts. There are spillways, there are embankments, there are even green belts that must go around the dam to protect it from evaporating and doing. I mean, so once or scaly that challenge, that challenge of a lack of communication around the things she was doing, then she straight away, she moved from the position of somebody who was seen to not be performing to be an overperformer. In fact, in my eyes, because I feel she has done a lot of work within the space. In fact, as I'm talking to you now, and I'm reliably informed, barring any last minute hitches, on the 11th of January, the ambulance because they are actually inscribing the constituency names on them. And
I appreciate that because made that free meet the press by the catcher Tigo say ambulance have done a discussion. You can say you recruit NAPCO phone because now ammonia tracking system write ups in all those in terminal anchor because ambulances are not meant to be there. They're supposed to be distributed. And the president come a different angle to that conversation, which we don't want to visit again. It was a no, and the president goofed. Clearly, even though the president goofed, was that performing bien because as of the time when the president they casano. Now ambulance are up to a normal color. And they the ambulance morning as Abeka.
Has done really well, and I think for the we probably would have to research more. And a two-way thing into ministry Nankasanso should be out there.
Should be forthcoming with
that ministry has really done well. Special Development Initiatives Ministry. The Honorable Howard comes in. The Honorable Lawyer Kojo Opong Nkrumah, 36 years of age. And for me, why I think Kojo Aya there and he's made a strong case for young people. Because when him say from a position of a Deputy Minister of Information, under a year or two, he was promoted to the Substantive Minister of Information. And so far, I think that the verdict out there, and he's done tremendously well as a Minister of Information. One, at his age, sitting amongst such experienced ministers at cabinet, and also the spokesperson for the presidency. And I think he's done a good job. I mean, the initiatives or the bar, meet the president or Betroy, but
it's been enhanced.
Absolutely.
But Kojo, honestly speaking, Kojo, the kind of even Enyamonyamo Diabre ministry, it's alone. I think that we have to say again. Me feel say Kojosu direction of the ministry, said also can meet the press has always been there, but we're creating a certain level of enthusiasm. If I'm a friend, the Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN man, because and they ministry honoma, say there's a big total transformation at that ministry. Can you know now as a Ministry of Information? I know was a information service for there's a BBA who was a Cocrophone, a 60 years and above now, maybe because manages in Togas, but it's now a live place where when you need certain information as soon as possible, on the deputy they are always ready and available. Said the Kojosi can in some no in semano. Simple ubofumpa enya dia obetimenya any challenges with him. In fact, he is amongst I think the few information ministers rapport with media persons enye so antagonize or back to just this or training same now
recently a story be by now the story headline suggests say Kojo was disrespectful to former President Mahama. And he offered me, knowing that I work within the space, online space, no offer me, no see Joshua. I mean, say I wouldn't me. Do you think I would ever say that? I mean, it tells you who he is and the way he approaches issues, he relates to things. Or say, it means that President Mahama may not be within his fold of political lineage, but he still respects the man,
him, of course.
and so he wouldn't go out of his way to go and insult him. I mean, that is one. Two, one of the things Kojo has done so well. Only say Kojo is a product of this institution, but as someone can grab any a government in terms the way he handled it. He did it in such a way that you wouldn't even see where
because the Nipa 3 they stand tall. Kojo Oponkroma, Dan Butchie, Nana Kumia, they've all gone through that ministry before. Is that correct? If you just look at these three personalities, now you didn't mean and
I mean,
information basically is about human relations.
Exactly. And I think that his background as a former media person has helped a lot.
And fortunately for Kojo, I think again, Adeabakwe play in his favor. The agencies under his ministry. Of course, the Ghana Publishing Company success story cannot be told without the impact of Kojo, who is the sector minister. You know, it is the agencies under you, Juma.
Exactly.
It's to your credit. And I think Kojo has really earned his place in the top 15 most performing ministers. And as a young person, I'm inspired, and I believe we are all inspired.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
at age 36, you know, say thrust into the political arena. And all of a sudden, you don't say information ministry. I want to say information ministry, you know, if you don't hold yourself well and manage things well, the tag will come on you say, oh, the propaganda and what the saying but you know, it's difficult to put that tag on him. It tells you, sir,
and the pressure that comes on you from media people.
He's managed himself.
It's those. I mean, such pressure can make you goof easily.
Of course.
And so far, Kojo has handled himself.
Kojo Opon Nkrumah makes it to your top 15 most performing ministers. The next on the list, again in no particular order, the Honorable Kojo Amoakun Atta. Ono ye roads and highways minister.
Well, ono kwa ebia Nancy and the neighbor out more in relation to that Association International issues. No, I mean I don't see it even as a plus for him. I think that responsibility should have been the responsibility of the MC and the urban roads directors and all those co-ministers. But that adds up to even in that they may start to achieve a different. But they may kind of say. One, he came to meet a very tough ministry. And they make catch was a Ghana for idea wanted to cut to Ababa Kopano, He has also demonstrated in the midst of liquidity any Huninano, Kakrana, I warn him no, or spending year. Two, NDC previous administration major road construction. First one ACP, not 1 year Muja. Clearly that one is still honor and also what I say echo gidi. So even scarcity of a year sika and promises are buying a certain amounts of money will come purposely for certain specific roads in and across this country. Embedu in its entirety. Any anamua otu Meka say there is a bigger room, but he's done very well. Again, Osha so by radio ni TV sukrana and also public engagement bia ne passion out the kasa anyhow or call it a spade. In fact, the last interaction we had here, when I drew his attention to contractors phobia, local and foreign contractors bia, one of your choir almost any now Osheni approach on radio. Now, that is the same approach. In another crowd and the Casa among us, he did well, but probably spill over because he carries a lot of passion and emotions alongside. What I say, if you occupy public space and you are not careful, there are certain things you don't expect it to happen. When it happens and you are not careful, you go the extra mile and do certain things that that's why that typical example where somebody has the courage. So we sit down with Kwanya Ghana for yet to Edia Juman or no or call off some along the line. So what I say, but in all, no, he's at one ministry, a more day. Government promises on matters of Sikaneba, Dodona Emiduye. That's what the president said. Say 2020 no. every year of roads.
Year of roads.
And to make me believe this probably first quarter of 2020, there should be, or I still hope that there will be reasonable demonstration of that year as being year of hope in the or in the
if you looked at the metrics now you see now, one of the things that actually puts him on this list. Oh, of course, Lekman, I'll talk about Lekman because you know it's dear to my heart. Some kind that bumpy ride we took on the Lekman road. The next time you guys come to me and we take you the cannot drive cool. You cannot drive and then enjoy ourselves in the car. But I know the most important thing for me, look, if it were to be some other minister in that ministry, they sure say the number of demonstrations we'd have had from contractors would have been too many to count. But the way he's managed the situation over the period, in spite of say liquidity challenges I walk home, and we all established the fact say everything boils down to what happens at the finance ministry and all that. No, Wayadi, he's managed the space well. He's managed to keep the contractors at bay, and promises he's made to say like Mamu and all that. You know, some of the things we began to see signs. In fact, a long-standing issue of roads around the Awim area, Awim South area. The recent communication and say something is happening there or something is going to happen there.
That's for around the
Jema Boyso area. No, as he said, something is going to happen, and that goes to his credit. And you know, he's one person we cannot take out of the 15 top performing ministers. I think he's done well.
My only way for him will be because OSHA budget since this government came to power from 2017 till the last budget, you had some number of roads repeating through all the budget, and I would want to believe same will not be said of him next year because now they've promised a year of roads, and OSHA almost all the surveys are. Wrote about being major.
Of course, I mean, if you looked at the Afrobarometer report, and say, when you look at it from infrastructure wise, road was at the apex of all, and you know, say or double the efforts. Even though say we appear in our top 15, there is a lot of work to be done.
And that's Kojoa Ata, Minister of Roads and Highways, making it into top 15. Most performing ministers. Ma yenshana yentwaso na still on the top 15 no. The Honorable Dan Kwekuboche, only a minister in charge of regional reorganization and development. Of course, Oja Dan Boche, as far as the other the first leg and Tigo, Oja the first leg of the minister Nejumana.
Yeah, of course.
Regional reorganization.
Exactly.
He's done that of
course. I mean, when you say if we were awarding marks to these ministers
Asempa FM
based on the metrics we used, Obiti said Dan Boche, Ubeka said we have something close to 100% because now the mandate near clear. 100%. So clear.
100%.
He had a task to perform a very, very the duty to perform a difficult task. Some of the issues have been existing for decades. Traditional authorities, you needed to manage them.
Barriers, boundaries, and
because when you were going to put the boundaries, some could have created even worse if you are not careful. But he used his tact. And Unim Obiti said Dan Boche for years. I have said, he's one of the politicians we need to watch out for. I don't know what his ambitions are. I don't know what he wants to be. I don't know how far he wants to take his politics. But I think he's one person who delivers. And who delivers as someone MHD. And so I think that he's one person who has done so well. I don't know the ministry's mandate. I don't know that now that he has created the regions, what's next for him?
Relevance.
I mean, those are
but the strong points in the year or a discipline or a tactful. Or the best of human relations.
Of course, I mean,
straight to the point. On your true for very honest person, like the road minister. In fact, he will tell you as it is.
For those of us who are
he will tell you as it is.
Who got training for teaching, who got teacher training college. We have what we call the 3 F's that you must go with. You must be free, you must be fair, and you must be firm. And I think those are the things that define.
I think that Damboche,
those are the things that define
and Amwakwata stands to when it comes to this criteria.
Yeah.
In terms of being fair, free, and then firm. They're very firm, but very, very friendly.
Yeah.
If you take them for granted, we are.
I think based on his performance, maybe he comes highly recommended for any other
exactly.
appointment. As to how relevant the ministry still is.
It's another.
After the creation of the registry,
development, say a reorganization and development.
But the development should be left at the door of the regional ministers or local
any
government.
local government. I think so.
It is one conflict area. I was say abano.
The next on our list, top 15 most performing ministers in no particular order. Kweku Ofori Esiama, transport minister. Yeah, Oman.
Hey, another Rocky office ministry. Well, Ofori Esiama from afar, Mekacho say, also who need him because he cannot give results, but he has proven say. In the midst of all the challenges, MMT4 in some bus issues here by MPS4 issues here by Gapo and Sema by driver unions and so port fares, the charges, this and some by any nano. A bape na juboko na sa ko shedi SSH. It is only a minister be na he talks tough or less talk, but action on the ground ne yeah Juma. You still don't have a choice than to hope and believe say strategy of the year Jumano Ebeka Hosa because MPS matter no in Faruji Agrocra still lurking around. But how our first one managing Abisine Gapo have phone says how our first one he runs an open administration at the ministry. Into Bribia that make say when you go for him to his office for information, readily no all my crown in this ancomono or person the chief directors, all other relevant people. Now no mutimi have that interaction. So if I'm to say yes, the yes because MMT buses or they buy a D whom come on it's an improved version of those buses from a time immemorial. One. 2 terminals 2 Baku main Accra and a Baku Adenta. You understand? 3 main challenges all MMT the crime system I think he's addressing them and then almighty MPS now say port charges are one person 2 1 person I think say he stood that grounds I'm what stabilize a transport ministry. What is left? And it's a sort of most of these transport unions a flexible payment of getting certain government support in the upgrade of buses what Ghana internally aside government ones now internally because there are certain people their whole life now has been transport owners, transport managers, and that's what they want to do. Or empower more because they see the rivalry coming and they losing their jobs. For government to also make it more competitive, empower like the one district, one factory issue now. Business is in order that crown. Abanse mesa wow. Ama say no to be production engine at 9,000, or be at 25,000. So let the local transport owners begin to feel that where we are now, we have to be competitive. Where there's competition, the provision of service become quality.
Very quality.
And also on functioning team.
I think the only downside for him, even though the positives now outweigh negatives, but I think he should work hard on fixing the Ayalolo problem.
Exactly.
I think Ayalolo should come back.
Ayalolo is not back.
No.
Ayalolo is back.
Or must start here, Juma.
I think Ayalolo is back.
Yeah, sure.
Then I'm sorry about that. But I think he can do more, expand it more, build more infrastructure on Ayalolo. And number 2, the agencies under his ministry, i.e. Gapoha, Ghana Maritime Authority.
DVLA. Super improvement there. Super improvement at DVLA. Good. Super improvement at DVLA.
They've done very well. They've done very well.
And then even this guy who took over from Usu something. The Alonso is it Alonso guy?
Alonso.
Thomas
Alonso will be coming when we come to the CEOs. We'll have a special mention. Alonso is solid. I mean, Maritime Authority.
My only problem the Road Safety Commission.
Okay.
And I think Oman say again back to Adom.
Are they still a commission or an authority?
I think they were pushing to become an authority.
So
I don't know whether it's been firmed up.
Now they are
still
a commission.
Okay.
Yeah, they are still a commission.
I don't know, but we stand for correction.
Okay. Ekosii Sen on
And I think
Asempa
the number
FM.
of road accidents, authorities is here. Okay,
I think it's an authority
It's an
now.
authority now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember at the time I remember commission, who someone say, "Oh, was
You need to me.
authority.
You need to me.
Is here they are an authority? And we should see
Exactly.
a bit more
Bites.
because the number of road accidents.
Bites.
And again, man,
Yeah.
the overriding thing for me, as far as the transport ministry is concerned, we have to fix this Okada issue.
Hey, I
have
said
to
we
fix this Okada issue.
I think that the minister.
the ministry.
Okay, I think that, but the three of us here, we can take it as a responsibility or a project to deal with the MTTD, in this case, Johonu, Deputy IG, and then the transport minister, and then probably the select committee on transport, if they have,
Of course. I mean,
on this matter,
Yeah.
to just see the way, because that time, what we said here is that what to call Northern region pair, who do a Tiffy Mantema. Omudi nhyehyɛ so pɛpɛɛpɛ kanea no so kɔkɔɔ a wɔn nyinaa gyina ɛso green a na wɔn nyinaa twam bankran ha na ankasa mmara ne ti wɔ na ankasa no ɛnyɛ adwuma and a lot of people are dying through some of these things.
Exactly.
So we think that we should have a good communication.
Honorable Ofori Siama Kweku, yes, you've done well, but there are still other issues. And
Ekosii
and
Sen
we would
on
move on
Asempa
to
FM.
the other minister on our list. I think from the list, the Honorable Isaac Esiama, a sports, youth and sports minister. Isaac Esiama, MP for Atrimamponoa constituency. He makes it to a top 15 most performing minister.
For him.
Yeah.
So what in the history of Ghana, probably apart from it, as well. Sports minister, what me Atna so pampe acheka krasi
and true.
Na he's getting something right there.
Yeah.
Again, over that initiative now, why not you say region
youth
or
centers,
exactly,
including stadiums,
exactly,
sports facilities
exactly
in all regions.
Again, the concentration is in Kwano, Ambejina, Black Stars in Kwanzo. Or making sure so about trashing na other sporting activities, what we are making sure so that generate the needed interest, any the needed revenue, any the new talents and so abre Ghana no. I believe that any out of order when you put Esiama on
Honorable Isaac Esiama.
And one thing is that in the past, a lot of the sports ministers have focused too much on the game, not even sports. They focused on the games under the sports ministry at the detriment of the development of youth and facility. And I think it is one thing that Esiama is gradually shifting away from, and that is why he's made it onto the top 15. But of course, I mean, Sewuba na sebia who they feel so focus here the game and not the people who play the game. And where they must train to play the game, then you have failed from day one. And I think once he's decided to shift the goalposts and focus more on the people and the facilities now, we need to encourage him.
He should also work on. I think that sometimes I don't know whether it's a ministry. Even in his submissions. He comes across as he say, so well organized, on your board. Now, once you cross that bar, the indication is that you have what it takes to be within the 15. But who lapses you can easily correct them to become a full-time person.
And
on
Obi,
discussions.
if we agree at our post-production meeting, I think that this is something we must do quarterly, because you can make it to the top 15 today. And by end of March,
of course,
you'll be out. Depending on our performance. Isaac Esiama, sport and youth and sports minister, makes it into our top 15 most performing ministers. The next on your list, Mohammed Ibrahim Awal, on Ministry for Business Development. I've interviewed him once, and I think me pe results, and I love figures, me pe data. Into at least. Ultimate data, so is what we've done. These are the number of people. I think that there is something to show, which is really good for Mohammed Awal. Tigo.
Unim say Mohammed Awal, you can't answer my it's a bit difficult for
Recuse yourself.
Former boss. Now, on the Marble Communications Group, and one of the units and businesses under the Marble Communications Group, the finder.
Okay.
And we actually, myself, Manasseh Azuri, Pete Tenge, many Baba Abdullah, were actually those who started, and our former boss, who is now at Stanbic, Kojo Labi, share finder. So Awal is somebody I know from first hand.
Yeah.
I know, sir, he's somebody who is very focused. When you give him something to do, and I say when he sets out to do something, it's difficult for him to depart from what he wants to do. And so I'm not surprised at the achievements are when a Ministry of Business Development. The last time I met him at Parliament, I told him, sir, he told me, sir, he was looking for some amount of money to ensure, sir, by the close of 2020, he would have overachieved. And I know, sir, once he said that he has things in the pipeline that will make him achieve that. So I'm not surprised at all, sir, he made it to our first 15.
Mohammed Awal Ibrahim.
A solid man. Said that man, all the needed accolades. So reflecting on the ground. So, or a solid man. The catcher, they say, the honesty with which he was working in his capacity as a private person. And a graphic, is that correct?
Graphic.
Yeah. Only careful, because the type of politics, the type of politics that we do here in this part of the world, one careful, obey tenti the honesty, ama certain levels of this honesty, I become but that assurance. So he has carried himself through well. Until Oma ubi 3x4. MSA Why? So I still hold on to his word.
John Kuma's agency actually falls
under him.
And if you see what John Kuma is doing, it tells you.
In Mohammed Awal Ibrahim, congratulations. You make it into our top 15 most performing ministers. And next on the list, the Energy and Petroleum Minister, Jean-Pierre Amewu, a big friend, John Peter Amewu.
Well, on the challenge is that he's not able to balance politics and office. The utterances, public utterances, sometimes so disheartening. Or Kasa in his capacity as a politician and as a minister of state, especially pylons who said and other matters and how he responds. Ubusa say,
GDS.
How do you talk as if what I say, politics? No. Once you occupy that space, even though your communication is tainted reasonably with certain levels of partisanship, your first priority or responsibility is to think of Ghana. And then you come to your party and do a little bit of politics. But most of the public utterances in Ghana has been tainted with too much of partisanship. On the grounds, there's no doubt that he's made certain achievements in terms of wherever he's found himself, especially from the lands and natural resources, and then entering a very difficult zone, the energy ministry. Energy ministry has a lot of agencies under that ministry, and I feel that he should focus more on, as a public officer, serving the interest of Ghana. Even better than what he's even achieved now, than sometimes the public utterances and speeches that he makes. That seems to be laced too much with unneeded partisanship. But Rebecca say probably Amewu is done well.
Peter Amewu, way back, I don't remember, but I think under President Kufuor made him district chief executive for Hohoi. And at the time, I know I had this chief executive. Now I had just left Hohwe as a teacher, and then I was having further studies. Now, anytime I went back there, you saw the massive development. I know the Bahonum based on his own ingenuity. I think that he's somebody who wants to prove people wrong, and umani bibia. And that is why his excesses coming. He wants to do things with so much passion. If we were actually basing this criteria on communication, but I think when it comes to achievements, his understanding of the space, I think top guy. Top guy.
Jean-Pierre Amewu makes it into our top 15 most performing ministers. The next on the list, the Honorable Minister of Communications on Asempa Esla Owusu Ekufuor.
That space again, Esla so approach to issues. Sometimes the approach has been the challenge. A solid woman minister in a difficult ministry, a ministry that needs a lot of overhauling and changes and policy direction. In fact, there are a lot of tax at China, but it takes a very tough-minded mental person to run that ministry and run it well. Again, on also back across to a section of the Ghanaian community, say, or you're too harsh and too tough on certain things. I said, or decided, say, this is what I'm going to do with my team. That's it. We're going to do it. She calls a spade a spade. On Petro and on Pen Koma Yakudi Okukoma, Oba Bonti Abedane Wanwaka Sefufro. He believes also in the law because Ebia, the law background. If there's anything that he should look at it again, all inclusive in terms of stakeholders in most of the policy directions and deliberations, also careful about that. In fact, once she's been able to stand that ministry, now all goes through rocky times, if you get out of these rocky situations, that's where you can say, half a gem, but still you stood the test of time. And a ministry, a young Kwada ministry, but what demonstrated with the change that she and his team wants to see, and the need that Ghanaians should feel a certain level of impact, whilst Ghana also gets certain levels of revenue increase. But the toughness and sometimes the demeanor on your watchful because a public space and occupy.
We say a lot of the time, say you can't say the communications ministry. A lot of the time now, I'm out for doing called telcos. Any ABR. Radio stations and television stations, but there are about 8 agencies under that communications departments and agencies. They have the Postal and Courier Services Regulation Commission, Ghana Meteorological Agency, and so we have Ghana Meteo. We have development about Meteo, and the precision with which they have made their predictions.
They've shifted from insurance to an gumna. Exactly. And then the
they are better more precise.
Another department and agencies like the Ghana India Kofi Annan Center, the National Information Technology Agency, NITA, Data Protection Commission, National Communications Authority, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIFEC, and a Ghana Post Company Limited. All these departments and agencies are under the ministry. And they do a lot of work. We are only concerned so much about the ones that stand out. But media, the reason, and one of the reasons are they are so high on our top 15, and they say if you look at the work they have done at Meteo alone, they should tell you say they are not an agency that is sleeping. And then maybe you look at what the National Communications Authority is also doing. Yes, we may have challenges with some of the things, but I think say Anoche has led a very good front at that agency.
Anoche is not needed at IPAC.
And Tesla also makes it to your top 15 most performing ministers. The rest are Aka. We have Bafo Ewa, Employment and Labor Relations. We have the Minister of Defense, Dominic Nitiwo. And the Minister of Agric, Akoto Efriye Owusu. And finally, we have the Minister of Health, Ajeman Menu. In the unboxing way together now.
Well, for instance, for Bafo, stability on the labor front. Choka has been very much under control. That alone is enough for him to stay on, because the day was system every blessed day. Dr. 4, Cross-Saga 4, where it doesn't help the country for it to really get to the point where it wants to get to. So, again, the ministry is also putting in certain guidelines. Whether in public or private, in human setups. The core mandate is stabilizing and making sure the Ghanaian worker and the needed he's performed, no doubt about that. Stability alone brings him out. But what he needs to do is that most of the time, he needs to do certain engagements, regular visitations, surprise whatever, and some of these things will help people to be on top. Because say you can't say one more one some who deuru. Now I want man now new papedi. Now I want man kasa out 3 year. We want that's
true.
But I think that, let me pick Nitiwo and what he has done. In fact, for me, one thing that makes him stand out, and he said, when this conflict came up in the north between his own people, the Kokombes, and another set of a tribe, the approach, the way he handled it was beautiful. When it comes to security issues, there are a lot of things in public, but I think his handling of some of the security agencies under him, the military, the Navy, the equipment they are giving them and all that, they are enough for us to say, he's done well. He's done well. I actually loved the accommodation policy.
Exactly. To make sure, because of course, a dovetail into the earlier conversation we had about how we can make our men in uniform comfortable.
Yes.
It is any initiative to that effect. It to me Ebwa. And clearly, the names we've mentioned, and Akotoa Free are Greek.
Of course, yes. Planting for food.
Planting for food has been a flagship thing for them. Ajeman Menu
Health, yes, of course.
Also has done well in managing, because when him say health ministry, one ministry, so a ministry, a lot of associations under it. The health ministry number one. Associations more than 5,000.
More than 5,000. A lot of groups, and all of them are pushing for their interest.
Of course.
And it's a very difficult place to be. Now, when him say one of the policies and answer implementations, they had very, very difficult prior to its implementation here. This zip line, what's the name?
Yes, zip line
drone service. Interestingly, when him say everybody has gone quiet, but the information I say recently a senior news editor, AC Ohini, they had a privilege of visiting the site somewhere in the eastern region, maybe landing and take off, and he's told me say they are performing so well.
Oh, really?
They are doing great job, and for AC to tell you say they are doing a good job, should tell you say they are really working.
Okay. That's our list for the top 15 most performing ministers. Now, Bani Ababeshe, because when you look at the most performing, there are some who are not performing well at all. The worst performing ministers, in our opinion, based on the benchmarks, the worst performing ministers. We're still on 2019 year in review and focusing on the performance of our officers of state, into ministers.
Just tuned in. Baby, I know they have just been calling themselves in terms of if you can walk them through quickly
the top 15.
The first one in no particular order.
In no particular order, of course. The top 15 most performing ministers under this administration, at least in the year 2019. In no particular order, your Matthew Opoko Prempe, your Alan Tremantin, Joe Gate, Hawa Kumsin, Kujo Pong Nkrumah, Kujo Amwakwata,
on Asempa FM.
Oforia Siama Kweku, Ajeman Menu, Isaac Esiama, Mohamed Awal Ibrahim, Jean-Pierre Ameu, Esla Owusu, Bafwewa, Dominic Nitiwol, Akoto Free Owusu, and we ended the so far.
Can you remind us quite fast we arrive at this specific?
Of course, it is a benchmarks. I did go na share team nutna say days of painstaking research. No, share the mandate of the ministry and the agencies under the ministry. Want deliverables, what they've been able to do, visibility and branding of the ministry, want the human relationship of the minister and how accessible the minister is, and how they've balanced government party relations into way any benchmarks are you used to. And we specially mentioned some people in our republic for special praise. The IGP, the Director General CID, Director General MTTD, His Excellency Dr. Bafwe J. Bewa, who is Ghana's ambassador to the US of A, Mr. Kofi Tonto, the man in charge of information management at the embassy in the US of A, and the scholarship secretariat. Inti about the top 10 worst performing ministers. Here we are. Deputy ministers CEOs of state agencies. That's what we have on our bail for this Friday.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
And Mommy Anshan is on the top 10 worst performing ministers. But before that, Mamin Kyle say FPAC tablet say Pebina nom wow when I'm to Wutia. with joint 8 to 2 when you're catarrh, when you're cold, F-Pack and a bebuao. F-Pack, it blows your pain away. So we ulcer patient, we asthmatic patient, me patron men numbi. So we ban the 6 months and above, with man amano F-Pack Junior, a bebuane papa, amponsa efa pharmaceuticals, and a diabetes. So, Obapa product, ye wo bronya yimo de Toby coffee, the fire and the fienye, Nije, Africa Queen mackerel, no Toby. Oba papa sardine no tobi oba papa tomato paste nso tobi efie be ye nije sama nioma tumi akoyi odi aduane a eye de papa menka na ada o de biarada imomode so be pebi we no very easy to open wunhia sekan bia ne ten katabia wo bie so a na watwe na wona wo sen imomode so be pebi 0302668357 Obapa tomato paste or say wara obe check it Tabia herbal mixture nso odwa so number 1 herbal mixture on the market for now say malaria na ha honam 8 to 2 wenu atu ntumi ne di pebi opedodo atu a Rich Joe's Pharmacy your Repast Ventures and a King's Walk Pharmacy umunyina wo kaishi ubenya biato wo frɛ
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM
686-861 na onso pebi eto Sasem Pharmaceuticals and so the freshman capsules number me medru ubegyina wona so odwunso mo be kama fresh lady capsules nenso maidro candidiasis na how menstrual disorders, menstrual pains, low libido, when you fresh lady capsules, but when fresh cool capsules, also piles, cocoa waist pains, general body pains, fresh cool capsules. Baby, I don't know again, heavy obinya to open the to the 0243-559-319. A driver for more per cars, Eddie work and pay, more per very flexible terms. May come for Bills Ghana Limited. Amamo Bills Ghana Limited. You were down somewhere roundabout near Trust Clinic. You offer over 100 trucks are available for work and pay. Into Obawa BGB year Juma, no trian and kakra na BBA to me akui 100 trucks I idea bano bra ne BGB ne fire Juma yet very flexible. Into a license and kwana pay Juma dia bra ne beje trucks ne ba ko fire Juma na also ye car owner. Much amount for car check. Call down somewhere around about near Trust Clinic. Frere 0544 126 422 0544 126 422.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa.
In the Emra, man here kwabena santi wa Joshua Tigo ye online editor ewa adomonline.com. Midin ede osei bonsu from Yobi. Ma main kind messages mienu sebina fe Emra ye West performing ministers no de eso. From Citizen Francis or say, my best performing ministers are Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Education, Honorable Kojo Opon Kroma Information. My best performing CEOs or no say Kofi Fosun Cancer and Nana Apia State House, Kofi Fosu Accra Digital Center, Abdul Wahab Hanan National Buffer Stock Company, Citizen Francis they are braying in no CEOs. No CEOs, yes. This one says, in fact, your analysis is on point. Your team has really done well with their research and the detailed work. Keep up the good work. Merry Christmas to you all. Success PK. And Success PK, so on the best performing ministers, say Hawa comes in, Matthew Opoko Prempe, Joe Gate, on the Albert Kandapa, and a Ken Ofori Ata. Success PK, list or the Bray, and no. We say, good afternoon, Senior Obi. Let me say a big congratulations to the Minister of Education, Dr. Matthew Opoko Prempe, for being the Minister of the Year. Said his name was first, but it was in no particular order in the mention. So I say he is handling the most difficult ministerial job in Ghana, where the emeritus professors, doctors, unions, associations, radicals, mafias who hold your balls and squeeze them. But Dr. Matthew Opoko Prempe, with his great sense of humor and wisdom, has taken the education sector to the next level. The free SHS man, the man Napo, we free sentence Nanaba for Ewo Asawase in Kumase. We say, Obi, my major concerns are prosecution of all alleged corrupt former government officials. Government should invest some of the oil proceeds in profitable companies so that the returns can be used to fund the free senior high school. Sino Hydro, government should manage bauxite resources, blah, blah, blah. George Niwakaite, or a youth organizer or MPP Chicago chapter. Where he said, please, there should be a special mention for the former Bost CEO. He was working extremely well, devoid of partisanship, but unfortunately got booted out. Bost CEO, former one, and where I know. Dabi, I've been so no labor.
Okay, are you okay or something?
Okay, baby. Yeah. When you say,
oh no, chair.
Why?
Okay,
no, one shall not just only see a bootini.
Oh, free.
Only hope you ain't it.
Will show to me, excuse me.
We say Alan Kay introduced the African wear concept while he was at the same ministry under Kufuor. Oh, okay. In the African wear was when Alan Kay was
He's
same
been
ministry.
very consistent.
Very consistent. We say the police issue is a big one, and it starts from recruitment and training, as Tigo said earlier. Ekosii Sen was Asempa 94.7 FM. Ma yenhwena yentwaso ne yeni enkomo. Enti ye were top 10 worst performing ministers. Again, in no particular order, we are together top 10 are Nyomankoye. Number 1, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, only in charge of MESTI, Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology, and Innovation. Oman Hinene Tigo.
Well, little to say. Should the NHS and the modern minus.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
Even room for improvement, we are money minus, and you know. I feel that. At all.
Tigo.
I mean, the less said about him, the better. I mean, so we just have to proceed. And I mean, it's clear that he doesn't. Pay the metrics now. You see, yes,
he doesn't cut it.
He's not delivered.
Especially because expectations one is so
exactly. I mean, I think that knowing who he was and the things he's achieved in his private life, professional life,
even at Kolebu
and all that, the expectations were so high, and we don't think that he's delivered to that expectation. Yeah.
Number 2 on our list, again in no particular order, top 10 worst performing ministers. Barbara Otin Jesse, tourism minister. You are very familiar with the space. Why is she on our list?
Unfortunately, nipa now take he at the any free no honum no. Nipa no na for probably lack of a better word, was always out there going up and down.
Not visible.
Bringing up matters to be discussed on entertainment, coming across as. If for instance, I'm missing a question. The question is a bit say creative arts. He has not witnessed a single progress with regards to their manifesto promise. Why is it that happening so? And what has been the challenge or by again? Why can't she tell the industry how much was spent on Afrima?
Yeah.
And why the cancellation of a 3-year deal, according to Catherine, that was budgeted at $4.5 million. Afrima didn't send me by, and it's been cancelled. Why should it be cancelled?
Exactly.
Where is the explanation coming from? And what does she think is the major priority of the creative arts? She seems to be at a loss. And then what has been the benefit to the industry? Year of return, there could be more gains, but it's like the creative arts, it's forgotten. The animals are called
Baba, is it because on so say on chair or maybe unsettled in?
That matter of settling in the obi. Watch your one or settle in.
I mean, yes, of course, he's going to meet people in the ministry. They've worked on this. The first time I heard of this year of return was not even in Ghana. I traveled to cover a tourism program in Lagos, and then I heard it for the first time, and I felt it was an interesting concept. Ghana Tourism Authority for Bahobe presentation, and it was part of their presentation. So I even approached them. Unfortunately, at the time, almost said they were not. They didn't want to give me any details, about Ghana and all that. I mean, typical of some of our public officers. And there are institutions within the space that occupy because
if you ask
we cannot give that excuse to say they were
uncertain. If you ask probably Ubusan say an achievement or by even if it's 1 month or 2 months, certain pointers to the fact that or pursue a certain level of attention for especially the arts industry. There's nothing to show. Oba office just one for the arts achievement in terms of achievements. he should be able to tell us.
And
even on the National Film Authority functionality, it's kept long.
Yeah.
Oba pa no.
Yeah, and say no inaugurated board now, I think.
Yeah. Not long ago.
David Dantoye chairman.
Yeah. So all these matters, no.
Okay.
And he has very experienced people under his ministry. Her ministry will be to achieve success. I mean, if you have people like Okrekumante and co-heading the Creative Arts Council and a lot of people within the space, they've been within that space. Ministry, a ministry, and one of the worst things that can happen to Ghana, if you are not able to leverage on these huge personalities that are coming to Ghana for the year of return.
My worry, and it's coming across as if it's a year of return.
Yeah.
Let's go to Cape Coast.
Let's and that is all. Bring band. The people, get them to Cape Coast. They are gone. So what are the other things I
taxi driver benefits, no? The impression that you know, but they come back because my dear cat taxi anymore. And all those things. They are not telling us anything. Year of return, and I say, near go to figure Ghana and almost about 10 billion. How do we even arrive at that? The people go in impression on when they come back about Ghana. Again, Nipani be so about him, especially the musicians, boxers, actors, all these people. They have huge following. What are we making out of it? That's why probably the president is always ahead of us. Yeah. That's why in terms of that ministry, that's why we're quick. I can say beyond the year of return.
Beyond the return.
That's what I say. How do we sustain the feeling, the excitement, the revenue, all those? How
and
do we sustain
you know this thing they call destination marketing, where people spend huge budgets marketing their countries as a destination of choice.
This is free.
Say, and we have it free. Yeah. So ludicrous. Comments here or tweet here. I mean, anybody in the world anywhere following him who has never heard of Ghana would have heard it. The person would have heard say, this is the spiritual home of a lot of African Americans who are out there making it big today. And see, if you have this free and you cannot
leverage
strategize and leverage and then say
my issue with the tourism ministry and sometimes areas maybe ministries maybe why very technical, of course, because say or technocrats there to help, but the knowledge base of the person in charge also counts a lot.
It counts.
Only say potentially the tourism ministry holds this country. Yes. I mean, it has so much potential than what cocoa can give us, what even oil can give us. And say, Obia Uridi space ni biano. The World Travel and Tourism Council, Omoye Economic Impact 2019. That's on the world, what tourism is doing, in the world. And so we share snapshot. The power of tourism and jobs globally. 1 of every 10 new jobs in the world was created by tourism. 1 out of every 10 new jobs in the world was created by tourism. In our case,
Asempa FM.
What is the contribution of tourism to your GDP? Do we even know? Details no. Those are in Komoa. I was here starting here to me 80. Of course, I was going through Sadi and Osha. Sector GDP growth for 2018. Manufacturing to the world's GDP now at 4.0. Travel and tourism was second, now at 3.9.
World.
Yes, in the world. Unarono eba Ghana. What is the contribution of tourism to indeed GDP?
GDP.
Do we have those concrete figures?
No.
Do we really know what's happening?
And do we have any deliberate policies to make money out of tourism?
And for now, so we share year of return. Now, because I heard some figures being bandied about, say, okay, year of return contribution, they are by 2.something billion. Any other day, there should be a bit more seriousness attached to it. And I think the minister should be seen to be leading that effort, and only a bit missing from the discussion thus far. In the end, she makes it into a top 10 worst performing ministers. The next on the list, in no particular order, Samuel Atachia, only the minister in charge of works and housing.
Okasa.
And I will be.
I think it's Okasa.
I'm not sure. Say, I will be there.
Okasa, Sagleme.
Sagleme by a den of a kind.
No, Sagleme, no, say, or Mobeshena, or
Obi.
Also, I'm sitting.
Yes, sir.
Jackson, you're not kind. I don't want to see them.
No, sir.
Okay, to me.
Obi, let's proceed. Let's see.
Samuel attach. We're failing.
Okay.
Western.
Ain't more Munim ministers. I have one pictures on our Facebook page. I will share live streaming now. You have one pictures in the Ebony Pendy in the picture account. The next on our list, the Minister of State in charge of public procurement. The name is Sarah Adjoa Safo. He makes it onto our list of top 10 worst performing ministers. Sarah Adjoa Safo.
Confusing the position.
Confusing, sir.
Minister of State in charge of the
procurement, public procurement.
How have we handled matters of procurement? It's in bad taste.
What was the if you remember very well, President Air appointments. Don't say you see some unique stuff in the air or they announcing the appointees.
Asempa FM.
What was the main reason here President said Odi Mami Eko?
I think what I heard they say in terms of the law practice, no, or no, one of like the procurement experts, legal brains for procurement in our country.
Exactly.
You say or the cover or better streamline procurement.
But clearly, no, nothing has been streamlined. Nothing has been streamlined. Nothing. And you know, why? Of course, this is not in any particular order.
So, also, deputy majority leader.
And
I only attention in there.
I mean, I see. Who say who need attention now? You tell the president say I cannot be. I cannot be.
In the Sarah Adjoa Safo makes it to a top 10 worst performing ministers. The next on our list, Anthony Akoto say he's in charge of monitoring and evaluation.
Okay. Have you seen a single documenter? An evaluation carried out on any agency or department or ministry, a mandate from Akoto's office.
So I went to a particular ministry to check on those things. Because the chief director will be oh yeah, I don't want to mention them.
Meanwhile, President need the to say you should police the system.
In all these things, I had to go to about 4 minutes. One say. In fact, if you sum it up, what it tells me is that if you have something better doing, just go do it and then later you can come to us.
Of course, I mean, now we're here with Juma, but you didn't even have to go there. You didn't have to go there to know, say, nothing has come out of nothing has come out of his office. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But is it also, say, he presents those reports to the appointing authority?
Yo, but
now reports are cabinet memos, Krasi and Saka.
What's so special about
even if it were so, at least by now, what's
so special about it? So as we speak now, they've monitored and they've evaluated, and none of the ministries or the ministers are not performing. Or where is this coming from? The evaluation must be the highway on presenters.
By now, he should be based on only documents. Is what the document should inform this discussion that we are having today.
Of course. And there is no such information.
There is no such thing.
And the Anthony Akoto say on our top 10 worst performing ministers.
And what
I was talking about
the ministry has outlived its
I think that ministry because I buy me or there baby and the success is difficult. Okay, could say 3 wise men. Who were also to be 3 wise men in that case was under the NDC. Special projects. By special projects.
Free monitoring and evaluation. Ministry of Planning. Professor Jan Bafo. And also a top 10 worst performing ministers.
He's supposed to plan what?
Or plan it then.
Or planning Ghana there.
The mandate here then to plan Ghana.
Plan Ghana Yajumeku.
No, I know you were NGO be a
but plan Ghana how?
No, me sure say on one ministry to Krano.
No office where you Christian Bokastle.
Planning ministry.
Christian Bokastle and I say a year next.
Me best make the minister be catching about this office.
Sir.
Oh, yeah.
Worst performing ministers Jan Bafo Ewumu. The next on our list, the minister in charge of sanitation, water resources can hold. Sanitation and water resources. Yeah, Cecilia Dapa.
I think that ministry follow under West, but most of them also follow under Yankasa. We have helped the minister to fail. Unfortunately, the ministers are for punitive measures in Guakwemu because that ministry, if you want to be successful, it's not about engaging people at marketplaces and those. No. Straight away, head on collusion. I say, ubi pran. Sana Ghana for Betias because if you generate here, no. Any new more provide their money, if you go on the cars, they are working by Obi Kola Pass. Is call AM4 office, name Nako issue one. So I said, this is the city. It's young Kassan ye fee. And unfortunately, ministers about with that softness and that you say, oh, Nana,
softness.
Yes.
And now,
but say, oh yeah, harsh crowd. What can she do?
Oh, but no, the only way she would survive in that ministry, to actually employ best practices elsewhere. And so far, no me who innovation be or the other ministry.
We have helped her to fail.
Say, you call a ministry like that, and I say you are going to sit as a public official, set up now and you want to work as usual, business as usual.
No, it can't be as usual.
You fail, won't mean yes. You should bring innovations, bring new things,
tough decisions
and take tough decisions. On yes, as it stands now, no, I think she's too comfortable where she is. She's not bringing anything new.
She was in Kumasi, and as part of tough decisions, she called for the closure of Kumasi Abatra Bibi Omukumwano at the tie.
I cry, I said, Uncle Jamestown. Tie in Yane, I said,
and Cecilia Dapa is on our list of top 10 West performing
besides, say environment can water resources. Okay. Yeah. Water resources. See, you have seen the state of our rivers. And
the next on your list, top 10 West performing ministers. Yeah, well, the minister in charge of fisheries and aquaculture development, right? Fisheries and aquaculture.
Afolekwe.
Yeah.
Afolekwe crowd. I mean, personally.
Go back to a Greek ministry.
Afolekwe ni constituency na me mitwaba. Afolekwe.
On or a minister in charge, a fisheries and aquaculture. Elizabeth Afolekwe.
Yeah, scrap that ministry. Just from a Greek ministry.
Fisheries, no.
Nadia, so about it. Yeah, my one man order fish. Be able to be
as we are talking to you now.
Ekosii on
Asempa stores are various strategic locked under keys are till now no and the facilities are going waste, and these are monies that have been given to us by benevolent countries and agents, donor agencies. We cannot put to proper use.
If we have to be very fair to this situation, the ministry should be scrapped. Premix what you
Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture.
It should be scrapped.
Not concentrating on something else, because as it stands now, may even affect her chances.
It should be scrapped.
As member of
I'm telling you,
performance is not. It should be
as somebody who is very close to that crew, I'm telling you, say, so one year. You might be able to know 2020 no.
Enya papa.
And
the minister in charge.
Who friend also on fat? Or one minister who friend on fat?
Really?
I'm telling you, who friend on fat? If you want to be a some banal person, you want to know what is happening on fat. On fat. And I mean, I'm telling you, ministers here. And they
on your benchmarks.
Exactly. On your
okay. In the top 10 West performing ministers, no, you go through. Yeah, Frimpong Boateng is on the list. Barbara Tinjesi, Samuel Atachia, Sarah Adwa
top 10 West
performing
West.
West. WORST. West. In the Frimpong Boateng, Barbara Tinjesi, Samuel Atachia, Sarah Adwa Anthony Akoto, Professor Jan Bafo, Cecilia Dapa, and Yedru Afolekwe. Next, Kofi Jamesi, ono ye Chieftaincy and Cultural Affairs. Kofi Jamesi. Say we name no.
Let's go to Asuna Yankoi.
The next, the Local Government and Rural Development Minister, Hajia Alima Mahama.
Well, it should not surprise because say local government power now or I think it's disintegrated and powerful. So you don't really know local government services, water and sanitation. Because I did do my local government services. And yes, shank a sanitation, water resources. So local government every day offer for workshop and DC for workshop. DC MC fund for workshop.
The regional ministers in DC is and I said no. I mean DC is near
MMDC. So that ministry either will
either say sanitation in Korea.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
you know,
and take one person for special mention as far as the worst performing is concerned. The minister in charge of aviation.
Oh, no, dear.
Joseph Ada.
Troka, live boy. Young
Ada.
Oh, Troka.
Joseph Ada. Now see, it is because sending performance near worse than the Western. Marking on.
The ministry crowd that craft your bad crash.
He was at sanitation.
Yeah, ministry of your bad was a feeling.
And what about aviation?
Poto.
I feel it.
Abasa almost say Omuyama National Airline as Yamba.
Philip Osebos.
O my hene kwabena sante.
My main cousin is from Ubi and Ponza. The guy is really on social media.
And Joseph Ada Nkoi.
Oh, true.
Aviation minister. And you know, interestingly, because again, that ministry was specially created out of the transport ministry. So Omenya special focus. Because time and even part of transport. Under 2 or 3 people. No? We saw but some results.
I feel say your creative ministry has a special purpose vehicle. It should be easier for you to work because your mandate is clear and straightforward. Clear now. And today now we try and say I mean, and to say if you can't perform here, there is nowhere else I see President Deoko. You feel one the West for.
Yeah, they were baby. In the Joseph Ada, and this in our estimation and based on your benchmarks, so these are the top 10 worst performing ministers. But again, we also did something. Say there are some ministries and ministers. I want to say they are not part of the best performing. And they are not part of the worst performing. And we think they are in between and there is more room for improvement. Exactly. Cynthia Morrison is in there. Or no, woman, gender.
Upon the game because Minister Nishu no Beshen and he hand still. On Sheman and Chin on Entra.
A lot of potential. With me, I improve.
Cynthia Morrison,
yes.
Room for improvement. Yeah. Brian Achampong, a Minister of State. In charge of national security and the presidency. Also room for
monitor the media engagement. Sometimes we work a baby form until you're careful about media engagement. And even with that, there's an indication that a normal crowd is security services. So it is bad because of being Bambo Hunkomo. They need it just like that.
I think that the security architecture
there is a
it's
problem.
Not helping.
Inti Brian Achampong is on that list. More room for improvement. Kandapa is also on.
I mean, see, and it comes back to Nyamikayan. The architecture has made it a bit difficult for some of them to function properly because we all know Kandapa as a high flyer, and he said if there is the thing is not properly aligned, it's to create problems.
So they
have room for improvement.
On major issues on the security, they are thrown off to the commander in chief himself. But what we can say from afar and from Intel, Yagada amongst high level security men and experts, we should streamline certain things and regulate certain things. Okay, so again also. Producer Adom attends. Didn't hear question Amwakwanta. And you could do Amwakwanta.
Road minister.
Yeah, question. So the BB. Oh, these are some of the ministers. Be essentially the BB. Chinchin. That's him now. Or person. Yeah, it didn't crown. Or person. Chose. It didn't crown. Dominic is one more nipa di yen so from so ba.
Say edin there. No be any ho I uboni.
Edin and identity. And yen no kojo.
So it's very important.
Instead of kwesi e kwa ni kojo.
Debi. And
ko be say believe say mo ba.
Noted. And the Brian Achampon can dapa room for improvement. And I think the Interior Ministry in so
there's room for agencies in India or forces for in India.
And one other name I pencil on it down, Gloria Akofo.
Of course, I mean
room for improvement.
A lot of
Attorney
room for
General,
improvement. A
Minister
lot of room.
of Justice.
We are not saying say once she's not having successful prosecutions, it takes away anything. What we are saying is she should be seen to be leading the major issues of prosecution.
They said a lot of things. They said a lot of things. It's only did that battle.
Perception I say there is no willingness. I mean to say banks I started the collapsed banks. All the people who played roles and all that, where are we on their issues? I mean, so more room for improvement.
She can do more.
Yes,
and especially because of the expectations on her. People had this expectation.
Yeah, of course.
And she can also do more. And they all for the ministers. Now we have the deputy ministers to go, and then CEOs of state agency. I'm hoping the next 40 minutes I can give to me the area. And we'll start with the deputy ministers.
Ekosii Sen on Asempa FM.
And they are critical because amongst both ministers and the generic way, and it's a deputy minister be our minister juma. And what people expect is okay, it's a minister then automatically the deputy in the ministry stands for, and you hear them pushing and helping their ministers. And in no particular order. Deputy ministers, in no particular order. The first on their list, Pius Enam Hajide, only a deputy information minister. Pius Enam Hajide, deputy information. And again, I mean, because majority of radio stations in our country, I can speaking. On those ones, I can kasane and strong, but he's done well. He's improved, and
he's on top of the issues.
Why so? He's done well. In the Pius Enam Hajide makes it here, and wabua the minister, and that willingness to want to submit to the dictate of the minister.
On Asempa FM.
But I think together, they've helped the agencies under them, to also do well. In the Pius Enam Hajide comes out for special mention in the top 10 most performing deputy ministers. Again, in no particular order, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. I mean, needs no introduction on the day. He needs no introduction for the kind of job Awaye to help his minister, the education ministry. We have
all arrived at this point, but probably the challenges with the other deputy minister because names are all they qualify criteria.
Okay, you just run through them to the 10th.
We look at the Omwa. Okay, into 10 no Pius Enam Hajide, Dr. Yawose Educhum, Godfred Dame.
Super.
Godfred Dame. Deputy Attorney General,
of course,
and Minister of Justice. Godfred Dame. George Odro. Deputy
Agric.
Yeah.
Agric can say two. As a matter of Agric,
the two stand out.
Okay.
George Odro and Kennedy was saying,
okay.
They make it to our top 10. George Under, Deputy Communications. Titus Glover, Deputy Transport.
Of course, I mean Titus, solid guy. Apart from what he brings to the job, his relationship with people, and the way he can move into actually calm situations down when there is tension, makes him stand out. And I think it is because of his years of practice as somebody who is worked within the media space. He's managed people. He's solid. I mean, can I say some time ago, interview and the person was making a lot of. I mean, the person was fumbling. Frame me, you know, can I say, Charlie. Catch up, say, I am him for some number. We will go to them and solve it. And I think that is how he approaches his things. I mean, a solid guy.
Glover. Solid. Yeah, well, the Honorable Joseph Kujo. Joseph Kujo is Deputy Energy Minister. We have 3 deputies. Ono together with Mohammed Amin and the other man, Ureku Edu. I think all the 3 have done well, but Joseph Kujo stands out because of the role given him, the background, the investment. I think in terms of managing finances, where we invest, which contract we should go into, and all of that, Joseph Kujo has really done well. Ejay Mensah Kosa, deputy to Dan Botwe, Ejay Mensah Kosa. Perry Okujeto, deputy to sports. And I think George Under. George Under, my name is Maboni. Okay, I've mentioned this name. And the Pious Enam Hajide, Dr. Oseya, Waduchum, Perry, Godfrey Dame, George Odro, Kennedy Osei Under, Titus Glover, Joseph Kujo, and Ejay Mensah Kosa. One other person Oba out for special mention because of the demeanor and how he conducts himself. Yabuama from the list was Deputy Aviation, right? Yeah. Interestingly, his minister in the ministry, modern Bonon Sheda and Koyi, but he conducts himself well. He conducts himself well. I think we have to commend him for those are our top 10 best performing deputy ministers. What it means, they say all the rest, a lot of work to do.
Exactly.
To make it into this